We'll see how this all pans out.
I'm going to take a risk and think this umpire would be Joshy Hicklin, and I reckon the other dude's going to be Mike. I think Mike's too old a name for this young fella holding the ball aloft. Gee, I reckon I hope I got it right as the umpire throws the ball up in the air. Up they go now, and get a lovely tap out, didn't I? And the secondary thump forward there by Seskis of Emerald. Gets a bit of a clearance out to the wing. It's been picked up over there by Condello, and that's Andrew. Gets out the centre wing. No one tried to take that mark. They just tap it further forward. Emerald get the switch over there. It's back into the centre circle. Falling over inappropriately at the wrong time with Seskis once more of Emerald, but they go into that forward line now. Opportunity galore. Can anybody pick it up? It's the big fella there picking it up there for Seville. Got a little kick. Oh, he's paid a throw. A bit unlucky there, Jackie Nolan. Threw it out, then got the left boot to it, I thought. And it's going to be a free kick going against Big Jack. Good strong player there at full back, and the free kick here going to the skipper of Emerald in Nick Jansen. Played a good game last time as well. He wants to switch play, goes straight to the other back pocket. Doesn't gain any territory. So look and switch around there as well. All the ball drops a bit short. Hansen couldn't take that mark, so they play it on. Picked up and kicked around the corner towards goals, and unfortunately for Seville, it's gone out of bounds off the boot of Alistair Gray, and it's going to be a throw in. I'm not sure if you can see around there, Lee.
Aidan
can go on that side.
So Jansen, the skipper, he's just going to hug the boundary line for the moment. Kick goes up the line to a contest. It was more to the advantage of Broadway. But Emerald get it nonetheless here. This hand pass here just going to a teammate that time in Van Rossen. He's put under pressure though, and now a chance for Seville, but no clear possession here. It's going to be balled up and half forward. So ball up about 50 metres out from goal here for Seville. I think it's going to be Ding Nai and Ellison in the ruck here. Nai goes up, wins the tap. Just locked up straight away here though, so no movement. Eventually someone gets a kick away, but it's straight to the advantage of the Emerald defender there. And I think on the end of that there was Jack Thomas. Let's go! He just looks around. Again, just opting for the outer side here, but that kick there to the advantage that time there of Condello, but the ball thumped away from him, and now Emerald got a chance here as they go with a kick up the centre here. Again, just not the greatest kick. Mark wasn't taken there though. Running onto it this time here is Hoy. Hoy with a hand pass back inboard here, but that's a high tackle, I think. Yes, it is. So they're going to continue to move the ball. Leo's called for a duck here, but nonetheless,
I did.
Oh, now there's a kick up here. I'm going to give this to you, Liam.
Yeah, Wilson's kicked down the line in front of the people, and there's a strong overhead mark taken there that time by Petter, who'll centre the ball. A bit of a dangerous ball, but it comes to the middle of the ground. Grouse kicked one. Pinned on the ball. Umpires paid advantage. No real advantage there, but Seville bring the ball out wide. Now they'll bring it back to the highway part of the ground, which is the short name for the middle. This is Petrarca. Petrarca wheels around and plays on and kicks inside forward 50, where a one-on-one was forming, where Nolan couldn't quite win it. It's come out the back. Broadway spun himself out of trouble and gave it over to Farrow, who kicks to the top of the square, where it was a one-on-one with Dickinson. And the other one was Jansen, the skipper of Emerald, and it's been rushed through for behind, and there's the first score of the afternoon. One behind plays yet to score.
Kick-in's already taken place, just goes straight back to the outer side of the ground. And the quick kick-in, just not going too far at the moment. Little handball came out. Emerald on their way, came from Donaldell, go to his teammate, and the outer side they go. Very close to that boundary line, picked up by Sorrentino, and that was Jai, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw-in. So one behind leads Emerald yet to score, Seville in front. It's been a bit of an untidy game at the moment. So it's centre wing, outer side of the ground. Up she goes there. Neither ruckman got the tap out, but there's a free kick, and there's going to be a free kick going to go the way of Seville. And this is Deng Nai as he kicks it straight through to centre half forward. Nobody went for that mark. Good ball laid out there by Lang. Goes out towards the broadcast side, but the mark's been taken by Brendan Dickinson. Plays on straight away. Now it goes into that forward 50 off the boot. Unfortunately, errant kick there by Stanager. That's been repelled by Emerald. Another missed kick there. No one can take that mark. And a little handball comes over the top. Errant it was as well. So it was taken by Stevens. And inside the forward 40 or 50, it's going to be a ball up. And just turn the ball over a bit, both sides at this stage. Just got to work themselves out. Not a huge ground here, so it gets a bit scrappy at times. Little handball, a bit too slick for a teammate, but they're good enough to pick it up. It's in Dickinson's hands on the left foot, dead straight in front, left foot, good looking kick. And love watching left footers play, boys, and they do it quite nicely. And that was Brendan Dickinson, puts the first goal on the board, and it goes the way of the Seville Blues. 1-1-7 leading Emerald yet to score. And we've been going just over 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty good bit of play there by Seville. They just haven't been able to get anything really going there. Remember that one little bit of play there, they just didn't look very composed at all. Seville just doing a little bit better. As you said, Leo, it's a bit of a scrappy game here so far, so both teams just settling in for the time being. Ball's about to go back into the ruck here. And it's going to be Ellison and Nye once again.
Someone's got to just take, sometimes they flood one area, you can play a few players behind the ball just to create a bit of space in the forward line. Both sides at the moment just playing one-on-one footy.
That's it. So Nye and Ellison goes up, and again it's Nye who wins the tap.
Easy.
That's beautiful, great. Almost roved his own tap there, did Nye, but anyway, the ball goes in there. This is a high tackle.
Take the pick.
And it's going the way here of Gajanovic. And the ball goes inside 50 here. Not a bad looking kick here. I think that was Chin trying to get onto it, but couldn't quite do it. Ball just bobbling around on the ground now. Nye picks it up at his feet here. And now Seville just throw the ball onto the boot here. This is to the advantage of Ellison. Goes over his head there. Jansen's there running onto the ball. Here is Dickinson. Dickinson did that well to a teammate that time there in Senega. And that kick there just trickling over the boundary line. So it'll be a boundary throw in. So I was just saying before, boys, I wasn't 100% sure if Deng Nye was responsible for the Seville leaving the hit-outs. I think he is. He's been pretty good so far. And he's up against Ellison again. So both ruckmen opting for the long sleeves today as well. Not a bad decision. It's pretty cold here in Emerald. It's Ellison in the front position. That throw's a bit short, and the umpires recalled it.
They're going to do it again. I think that's good. Just bring it back in, throw it in.
That is the worst feeling as a boundary umpire, I can tell you, Lee. There was nothing worse than when one slipped out and you had to throw it. Oh, that's a bit short too. They're going to let it go, though, this time. Nye had front position, but the ball fell short of him. And wrapped up in a tackle there.
Well, I don't know what to do about that. Whether I know it's a young kid doing a good job, but honestly, they can't throw it far enough. You're almost better off just bringing it in and balling it up 2 metres in like they do in the twos, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Nye just punching it forward here. No clear possession there. Trying to get it that time there was Nicholson. And the ball just locked up here, so it's going to be thrown up.
It's in Liam's blind spot still as well. He's saying a little lunchtime prayer for us over there at the moment. And hoping Geelong might get on top of North Melbourne. Bit of a worrying game down there at Cardinia Park this week. Deng Nye gets another big right-handed fist towards the boundary line. It goes out of bounds. I believe North have a good record down there, actually, Liam.
Not in recent times.
Dave Noble's got a plan.
No, is that right?
So it's going to be a throw in.
Is that plan to have fun?
Hopefully. That's about all I can get over there, I think. Seville. A lot of players around the football. They're just trying to get it up there once again, trying to pick the ball up. It's fumbling it out there in front of himself. We haven't got a 42 for Seville, so we'll find out about that a little later on. That's your job. Aidan?
He's forgot my name.
I was looking and I'm trying to do two things at once, Aidan. I just got to learn I cannot do that. Absolutely hopeless at trying to do two things at once.
That's all right. I'm pretty sure I called you Louis or something like that many weeks ago up at Yarra Glen or something like that. So,
it's all right. I haven't forgotten about it.
You'll get you back at some stage.
Well, I've been called worse. I think Louis is one of the nicer things I've been called over time, so it's okay. We're just waiting for that footy to be returned. I think it's out the Emerald General Grade, and that could be the end of the game. Not quite sure, but we'll find out who 42 is. I'm not sure if that's Michael Condello, actually. He was going to wear 31. It's the only number we haven't got. He gets the handball out, goes back into the centre corridor. Nicely done there too. Spinning out of trouble was Wilson of Essendon Emerald, and just gone over the back of the pack. He's got a lovely leap, hasn't he? Deng Nye, and it's gone out of bounds. Right on interchange, and Liam, you're on.
Very good. He's a tall unit, Deng Nye, that's for sure.
So let's see how the young fella goes, staying the boundary umpire. Big throw, young fella. That's much better.
Yeah, good one too. Nye had the back possession there that time. Petter was probably held without it. Nye got a handball over the top to his teammate and Waitman had to run onto it a second time, but he might be in a little bit of trouble there. And the umpire agrees that it's a free kick to Emerald. It's going to be taken here on the outer wing. And they'll drive it down the line, broadcast side, and that's just gone. Yeah, they'll play a bit of kick to kick there, and the free kick is going to be taken here by Farrow or Seville. No, it's not. Apologies. He looked close. He's originally going to get it. He thumps one down the line. Ball comes to ground. Waitman picks it up and turns it around on his boot, but only as far that time as Hanson. He'll settle things down from half back. Ball to the middle of the ground was good. Thomas opts to go to the outer side now. It's just switching play. Kick back to the middle was a brave one, but a good one. Van Rossen, the man who'd had a shot after the siren last week, has a grubby inside forward 50 pass. That kick's going to be snapped around the body. Still kept in play. Kick came from Hoy, and then it's professionally rushed over 4A behind. And the Bombers are on the board, 1 behind to 1-1-7. 10 gone first quarter.
10 gone to get their first score, and it's just been a bit scrappy and just taking a bit of time to get themselves in order. I don't think they want to overuse the football here, Emerald, against a side like Seville, and one little mistake on a small ground like this is really going to cost you. So straight down the middle from full back, and they can just keep going if they want to. They've stopped now, the mark taken by Alex Condello. Goes straight up the middle of the ground again. 2-on-1 situation over the back of the pack. No one could take that mark. It was a good attempt by Broadway, the little fellow. It's gone to that full forward square. It's bouncing once, twice, 3 times, and not a problem whatsoever. And a great goal there. And we've just got to pick that up. I can see who it is. And they just sort of kicked it out the middle of the pack, and no one in the goal square whatsoever for Emerald. And the ball just trickled through for a goal. And that's their second on the board at this stage for the Seville Blues. And of course they never bend over and turn around for us when they want to. They go to 2-1, 13. Leading Emerald 1 behind. And we've been now going just over 11 minutes.
Did you see who it was, Abe?
Yeah,
Aaron Stevens.
It was Aaron Stevens?
Yep.
Good boy.
Thanks, mate. Just waiting to see all that.
Proving his weight in gold.
Oh, he's worth
Had a
it.
good call in the netball too.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a good
we
call, I
watched a
thought.
little bit of it here today. It was a good game of netball. I'm going like this, Liam. So I feel like an indicator.
Nye wins the tap down to the advantage of Emerald, although they do get it out here in the end, Seville. It's just a hurried kick forward. And running onto the ball here is Dickinson. He gets a handball. That's good to a teammate there in Sanaga. That's not a bad one. He shot a goal. He's put it through.
Oh, Sanaga.
And Sanaga has put it through. They've got 3 goals on the fly here to Seville. They're out to a very good start here at Emerald.
Good for the tips, Leo.
Good for the tips. We need him, I think. As long as Aaron stops putting them in on Monday, we'll go all right.
Yeah, I reckon there's a little bit of cheating going on by Aaron.
Yeah, bit sus.
I call for a official inquiry.
We'll get a royal commission going into it.
I'll get Georgia onto it. She's in charge of the tips at the moment.
Sunny Saniga.
Saw
Was
that.
brilliant. So Nye just won the tap. They won the contested ball there. Moved it very quickly. It was a bit of chaos ball there, Leo, but it worked. They put it through for a goal. The ball's back in the middle again, and taking the ruck here is Ben Kramer.
Okay, so we're just going back into the centre circle once more. Umpire, tall umpire too. Throws up in the air. Up they go. Well, he's just about 1.5 foot above anybody else's. Dan Nye, and doing it quite comfortably as well. Handball out the back. Quick kick come out of a pack there through Pepe. Goes down the middle of the ground. Unfortunately, no Emerald players there. Trying to pick the ball up about 3 or 4 times was Sorrentino, and that was Jai. He has finally got it. Now they go back in front of the scoreboard. Quick kick out of the pack there too by Alex Condello. Out to the half-forward line. One-handed went up with Dickinson. He couldn't take care of that. Good tackle late as well there by Bradley Pepe. And it's going to be a ball up. So another well-known name up here in the Gembrook Emerald area. Pepe, up she goes once again. Young Knight just puts the right fist in it, goes straight down to the ground, going a couple of metres for Seville. That's going to be a secondary ball up. A lot of players around the footy. Plenty of space here on the broadcast side if someone wants to peel out and create a space and create a loose man. But they all seem to be ball hunting at the moment. There's a free kick being spotted. It's going to go the way of Emerald. And playing on straight away. The free kick actually went out there to Petter and he gave it across to her teammates back in the centre of the ground. A lot of the blue jumpers at the moment. Everyone's just overrunning the football. It's sort of pinging around there at the moment. It's like a trip or kicking in danger. I'm not quite sure. The free kick going to go the way of Emerald once more. Vor, that's too short. Over straight at that, and Seville get the turnover. Long kick from centre half forward all the way down. That's just Condello Michael. Goes into that forward area. Oh, big Nolan off the ground. He's just missed it to right-hand side. So Condello is wearing 31, so we will find out who 42 is a little later on. 3-2-20, Seville, 1 behind Emerald. 14 minutes gone, quarter number 1. Yeah, Jack Nolan playing at full forward. He's played most of his football down at centre and back fullback, so surprising to see him down there. We wanted a change of scenery. Here they go again. Petter's got it going straight through the middle. Opportunity now, but looks like they're going to turn the ball over again. Stevens had that.
Yeah, it did. Stevens gave it off to a teammate. Intended pass there was to Gray, but he couldn't quite get it. Trying to get to the footy there that time was Van Rossen, but they've lost it again here. Emerald and Seville are just hunting in packs at the moment. They've still got it more or less on their defensive side of the centre square at the moment, but they've got the nice, comfortable 19-point lead as the umpire. We might have an injury here. We've got the Seville trainer's gone out there.
The umpire did hold time, which is good to see. Getting up slowly. Is that Iacone?
It is a Seville player. Haven't got the number.
I think it's Iacone.
17.
37.
Oh, 37, is it? Iacone, yes.
Look
Ball
like
in the
37. We haven't got a 37 there either.
Yes, we do. Oh, no, we don't.
We have a 27 as Iacone. But never mind, we'll find that out as well.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Nye originally won the tap down, but it's been eventually scrapped forward by Emerald. They get to about 65 from home, but they're just hunting in packs here, and that little mung kick has come off, and that's been marked by Petrarca. Petrarca will go inside forward 50 here.
Oh.
Got a secondary whistle here from the non-officiating umpire.
Yep.
It's a free kick to Seville inside 50, I reckon.
I think so.
Pointed the other way, so I think it's going to go the way of...
Oh, yeah,
Emerald.
maybe he has. He pointed the wrong way, yep.
Well, it's got to go back. If it's Emerald's kick, it's got to come back to where the footy is. No one knows whose kick it is now. The umpires have played it each way.
Yep.
They're going to have to toss a coin.
What is it with this ground and umpires not making sure or making their decisions and stick it
Okay.
first?
No,
So it's a free kick. It's a closer kick.
It's going to say if it's Emerald kick, it's got to come up. If it's Seville, it goes down the ground. So
Yeah, so
all
it's-
got sorted out.
Dickinson, it's Brendan has
He's
already
already
kicked
kicked
one on the. Thank you, Aidan. He's already kicked the one on the afternoon. We've got 16 and a bit minutes. He's directly in front from about 40 out from home. This for a very hot start for the Blues, and the kick is on the way, and it's drifted left through from behind. And Aidan, you've got the call from here.
All right. And absolutely wasting no time there for Emerald, but that kick straight to the advantage of the Blues here. Trying to pick the ball up there that time is Condello, of the Michael variety. The ball just locked up here now for the moment. Someone eventually gets it out. Ball trickling along the ground here. Condello again running onto it. But no, the ball does stay in play for the time being. The mysterious number 42 in there. We'll figure his name out at quarter time. Bit of a funny kick here though. Petrarca's in the area, can't get onto it. It's Condello once again. He's been involved a couple of times in this passage. And it's balled up probably about 10 metres out from goal here for Seville. So dangerous times for Emerald. They're already conceded the first 3 goals. And Seville looking a very good chance here to make it 4. And so it'll be Ellison in the ruck here. And going up against him is Nolan. But Emerald get it out of here at the moment, but Nye's under it. Nye spills a chest mark. That was unbelievable. Sorrentino eventually got it out to a teammate there in Bailey, but Emerald could be a chance here if they can get some numbers to the ball here. Running onto it this time here is Gross. And ball just trickles out of bounds there, so they get away with it there, Seville. Deng Nye, he's been absolutely magnificent in the ruck, but the chest mark there. Butterfingers, as Dennis Cometti, I think, used to say. But the ball's going to be thrown in here, so Nye will take the contest here against Ellison.
42.
No.
Aidan, keep on going with the
Nye
call,
trying
mate.
to take possession of the ball here, and Seville are going to get the ball moving forward here.
He wasn't on the sheet.
And trickling around, Emerald got numbers out the
He
back
wasn't
here.
on the
Got the
sheet.
ball here now is Jack Thomas. Thomas taking in a tackle. Seville want ball, but they don't get it. Getting onto it near is Gray. Gray throws onto the boot, but the kick is wayward. It's out of bounds on the full, and another little reprieve here for the time being for Emerald. And just waiting for the ball here now. I think it's Lachlan Hoy. It's Harry Lang, in fact, so just got a momentary lapse in play here as we wait for the ball to come back. So just a very wayward shot at goal there. I think it was Fleming.
Sorry, boys, just getting a few number changes. 42 is Jack
that's it.
Strawn.
Jack
who
Strawn.
wasn't on the list, and Reece Dujon's wearing number 37.
Here we go. So Lang just brings the ball back into play here. Whoa! Had a little bit of a fly there was Petter, but he couldn't get onto it. And Ellison just ricochets off his foot and trickles out of bounds.
So I don't know who's pulled out, but yeah, it's always good when they give you a turn list and decide to change it just before they run out.
Yes, that's it.
So throw in our forward line here for Seville, closing in on quarter time. 19 and a bit minutes gone at the moment. It's 3-3, 21 leads, one behind. Doing it quite nicely, the Blues. That's a bit of throw in. Both ruckmen got a bit of that. Little handball, absolutely no one. Just went straight up in the air. It landed there in the hands of Candelo. He got tackled immediately with it. There's no prior opportunity. And the umpire's going to have to ball it up once again. So just forward of centre, over they go. Probably give that tap out all the way to Allison. Didn't quite find too many players. There's a big pack there. Handball snaffled there by Aaron Stevens. Got tackled immediately again. A lot of players around the footy. And it's going to get ball up centre half forward for Seville. Didn't muck around the umpire. Threw that up. Dang, Knight probably got a little bit of a forward mark there. Little tap over the top there to Gottschalk Shaw. I like that surname too. It's a beauty. Comes out there towards the wing. We've got some ripper names out here today. And Emerald, can they get a goal before quarter time? So he picked up there, playing on straight away. Bradley Pepe, right in front of that scoreboard. Over the back they go. Nobody can take hold of the mark. All nice little picked up and handballed. And nobody was by Gross of Emerald. But they get very close to the boundary line. The Emerald people wanting a free kick. I think Gross has got it once again. And I hope we're saying his surname correctly. And it's going to be out of bounds. Might be Gross.
I'd say it's Gross.
Gross.
Gross. Let's go with Gross. Yeah.
You said Gross, eh?
I did say Gross. I mean, that's how it is spelled.
It is.
Your pronunciation is Gross.
Yeah, no, you could say that. Nice little dad joke there, and Leo absolutely loves it.
I love dad jokes.
Ball back into play, front position there that time for the big fella. And Paul,
There's
the
a
cut
go.
down the back, there's a goal. That's kicked out onto the netball courts nearly.
And what a great effort
First
there.
to the afternoon for the Emerald Footy Club goes the way of Jake Petter, the young lad in the 17 and the flashy orange boots, and by golly, by crikey, did they need that. 1-1-7 now, the Bombers of Emerald and Seville are 3-3, 21 and a bit gone in the first quarter.
Just throw to Liam Aiden, don't we, and he gets a goal for the Bombers.
That's it.
So could be the secret weapon for Emerald here, I think, Liam.
Might save you a tip, Aiden.
But they certainly needed that, didn't they? Just got to stay in the game, and I just think they're overusing the footy a little bit on this small ground, and you just don't give Seville a second chance. So if you're going to fumble or miss a handball or miss a kick, you may as well just try and get it down there. A bit of your chaos footy, I think. Aiden is always very good. The old Maxwell Smart adage.
Yep.
And it might just pay dividends.
Ball back in the middle. Paul and Nye. Nye just sort of holds the body at halfway or half sides really, and just gets the tap down and holds the other opponent away with the other hand. Ball comes to ground. It's right in front of us, which makes an unusual change. Body over the top of it is Waitman. Also holding it in there a little bit is Strawn. He's in there and under. Probably held without it, and that's a nice tackle there laid by Condello, and that was held down Gross. And we'll have a ball up. So, broadcast side wing. Nye got the tap from the back position there that time in the ruck. Waitman was over the footy, and sort of escorting it to the line there that time was Isaac Seskis. And we'll have another boundary throw.
22 and a half gone, and 21 leads 7. The
Waitman in a bit of trouble.
Hang on a bit, don't throw that in just there.
Yeah, that's one of the big names. Josh Waitman in a little bit of Barney rubble there. He was shaking his head on the ground there.
Yeah, I feel he's okay, and wearing the number 3 made famous by another Waitman, so...
Not Cody, that's for sure.
No, let's have to see.
Aiden's mate.
Don't talk about him, Liam.
I was thinking of more like Dale. But,
He's going to stay out there by the looks of it.
it looks like he's okay. Well, that's good to see.
Anyway, ball back into play. Give that tap to Paul that time. Trying to barge through like a battering ram that time with Straw. Nye just got a handball away in time. Ellison had it. Petter's got the body over it. Sorry, that's not Petter. He's off the ground. Thomas kicks inside the 50. And that is Paddy Chin, I think. Oh, no, it's not. It is Joshy Rich.
There, came into the side. Carasini pulled out. Josh Rich came in, so let's see if we can pay dividends here for Emerald. It's about, got to kick it a good 40, 45. Directly in front. Can drift a little bit to the right-hand side, coming up that mountainside. So big, long kick, although there's really no bruise to speak of.
Miles Wareham knows all about it, drifting.
Oh, out the full.
Anyway.
Put his right boot into it, and it does travel a little bit to the right-hand side. There's just that little drift of wind over there. And another behind goes the way of the Bombers. 1-2-8. They trail. Seville 3-3-21. We've gone 24 minutes, quarter number 1. Must be very close here to quarter time. So Well, they've got a couple of freebies out if they want Seville. Too late now, running out from full back, and they can go long towards the broadcast van. They do so. Up in there they go. The big fellas. Oh, that's a good mark. He's actually pinched that big Farrow. Straight out of the hands there of Lang. Plays on. Comes down towards the broadcast side. No, there's a free kick there. But that's going to go to Nolan. I think he's pretty lucky to get that, quite frankly. I didn't see a lot in that.
Gottschalk did very well to not initiate any front-on contact there, so you're right, Leo, a little bit unlucky.
Bit unlucky, so the big fella normally plays backline in the last few years. And Jackie Nolan has kicked one behind so far. This might just be beyond him, I'm not quite sure. He used to have a good leg on him, played on straight away, put it up pretty high. Got close to the man on the mark. It lands right in the middle of the goal square. Comes off hands. Is that a mark and or free kick? It's been rushed through for a behind. Couple of grabs going over the line. 3-4-22 now. Seville 1-2-8. Emerald 25 gone right on the knocker as the kick in's already taken place. To the outer side they go, but they've turned it over again. Emerald. The mark's been taken by Nicholson. So Nicholson, he's about 60 out. He's looking to give this off if he can. Puts it in top of the forward 50. Anybody can go there. Nolan, bang, good strong mark. And Jack Nolan, been a very, very good player for Seville over the years. Started his footy up at Alex. And been an interleague representative as well. At full back. So can kick a good footy. This is well within his distance now. And Jack Nolan. Good side to kick from as well. Goals sort of open up a little bit there. From about 35 metres out. Good looking kick off the boot. Goal umpire did not move one. Skerrick. And another goal goes on the board there for Seville. They go to 4-4. 26, great number that. 1-2-8, Emerald on 25, 26 minutes gone, quarter number one. Very handy for Seville there, I think, Liam.
Yeah, very, very handy lead. I always hate correcting you, by the way, Leo. 4-4-28.
I took off GST.
Yes. Yeah, very handy lead. Maybe if Emerald can get one back before quarter time here, would be handy for their ways back into the game. But you never know, as the ball's back in the middle. Guess who? Nye got the tap down. Silver service down to his teammate. I'm not too sure who that was. Might have been Farrow. By the way, they're going to go forward once again here, Seville. They just need a mark.
Oh, big leap.
That was a big leap indeed.
Nolan.
Waitman tried to get a little kick away, and that handball's been played for the boundary line, and it's just been volleyball spiked over for a boundary throw-in, and the trainer is running out again there for Emerald. And Aiden, over to you.
Boundary throw-in, half-forward line here for Seville. And Deng Nai's got front position. Nice little tap down there to his teammate in Waitman. And now throwing the ball onto the boot is Petrarca. That looks pretty good. It's a goal.
Great goal, that one.
Rob Petrarca, that was absolutely magnificent. Deng Nai started it all. Waitman with a nice little handball. And Petrarca with a finish from about 50 metres. And Seville are on an absolute roll at the moment here. The score is 5-4-34 to 1-2-8. We're about 27 minutes into the first quarter. And ball's going back to the middle now. We'll have a quick look at some scores around the ground here, fellas. While we've got the chance here, we'll start off with Premier Division in the football. Let's have a look. Alinda Fernie Creek 2-3-15 leading up by Tacoma 2-0-12. Pakenham 4-2-26 leading Officer 2-3-15. Narry Warren 4-2-26 leading Monbulk 2-2-14. Wooriallic 2-8-20. Wandon 1-2. And I think if Cam was here, he'd probably give Benny Monkhurst another drive-by with that inaccurate kicking. But nonetheless, ball goes back in the middle here.
You got some more scores there too, Lee, maybe? You're looking at something up. You're looking at your racing tips by the look of that.
Deng Nai up against Kramer.
Haven't had a punt in months, Leo.
Probably saved a few bucks. Sorry, Aiden.
That's all right. Kramer throws it onto the boot here. Half-forward line here now for Emerald. Ball just wobbling along the ground here. No clear possession getting in there. That time was Condello. And Seville eventually get it out of there. And the ball just heading towards the boundary line here. Liam.
Leo can...
Oh, we're just getting a couple of scores from around town, Jim, but just giving Hills a bit of an upstart there. 28-8 at the moment. And, we've got to come back and get that 14 Yarra Glen, 9 Berwick Springs. We know what we're doing here at the moment by, of course, to Belgrave. Go, Liam.
Yeah, ball back into play, getting a handball away was Strawn. Ball comes to the middle of the ground. Got to be careful. He's almost lost his shorts there. The Seville play. You can hear a few laughs through the microphones. Flying in from the side once again was Nolan. Couldn't quite bring it down to ground.
Oh, throw.
Yeah, it was a good throw there, Leo. Get the ball for there. That time was Gottschalk. That's a nice name. Or Gottschalk. And this is going to be tightened up, you would think, around this wing as Strawn's got it, and he'll have a ball up. And quick shout out to the great man Lee Lawrence, who's actually watching today from down at Terralgan.
Oh, good on you, Lee. You're a champion. 16 Yarra Junction, brought for Jet to score. King Lake 35, Alex 34. 1 point game over there at King Lake. They go forward once more. Emerald with a bit of an underground pass. Who wants to pick that up? Third man in line, picked it up quite comfortably, and Condello, Alex. Goes back to centre half forward. A lovely bit of roving there by Rich. Gives it across to a teammate who fumbled it inappropriate time. It's on hands and knees, and they're trying to get it out wide to Emerald. Nobody can get that. They were looking for Jared Donders, who ran past the footy. Now it's going to be a ball up. 29 and a half gone in this first quarter. Seville doing it nicely. 34 leading Emerald 8. They need another goal here quickly, do Emerald. Up they go. Deng Nai's been a free kick, says you're hanging on to the other ruckman. And the free kick going the way of Emerald, being called to play on now. Long kick into that forward line there through Kramer. Goes into that forward pocket. Unfortunately for him, it's Seville. Clear it once more. The veteran and Bailey just turns it straight back. Bit of kick to kick taking place. It's the skipper and Jansen who's got it. Oh, my goodness, they are playing kick to kick. This is Sorrentino. Jai picks it up once again. And someone wants a 50 or a 25, and I think they've got it.
Quick look at the AFL score here, boys. 2 points at the G. Swans leading Essendon 6-4-40 to 6-2-38.
Oh, that's a bit of a shootout for Sydney. They don't usually have that.
Yep.
Right out of the centre circle. Seville long into that 450. Nolan in front. 1 grab, 2 grab. Not enough, says the umpire. Play it on. Who can pick this up? I thought it might have been a trip in there as well. A little quick handball came out from Janovic of Emerald. Turned it over once more. Kicking it around the corner was Lang. Umpire says play it on. And on the right foot, good kick there by Strawn, came into the side, and I think it's gone through. So well done there to Jack Strawn. Another goal on the wall. They worked hard for that one, Seville. So they are sharing the load around a bit. 6-4, 40, is that right, Glenn?
Yep.
Thank goodness for that. 1-2-8, I've already been given 1 demerit point. Right on to me, Aiden, isn't he?
Yep, that's it, and very well done to the gentleman who gave us the number there for Jack Strawn, or otherwise we would have sounded very silly trying to
It's
try
Mr.
to call
Tucker.
that goal.
Yeah, no, Mr. Tucker, he looks after us. And,
At least they're listening on the bench. At least we know
well,
someone's watching or listening.
Up she goes once again. Oh, it just gets up so high. A little clearance now. Quick handball came out from Allison and Emerald, but they turn it over straight away. They get hold of it and turn it over. There was a hold and a push. He got away with both of them. Emerald very lucky in that instance. Here we go now. Donders on the left foot. Kicked it 3 feet. Picked it up again. Racks up another stat. This time he gets caught with it. Umpire said you've had 2 goes at it and strike 3. You are out. And the free kick going to go the way of Bailey Sortino. Once runs through the middle of the ground here at Emerald at the hanger. Big long kick over Jack Nolan's head. Nobody can pick that up. And what could have been a high tackle on Hanson.
I think you're right.
So Wyatt Hanson gets it. Oh, that is very, very short. Is that enough? Mark Hamble straight away by Thomas. Gives it to a teammate. Put him under a lot of pressure. And it was well done there by Gray of Seville. Created a stoppage. Now I can't see what's happening out there, Aiden.
All right, well, I'll take over for you here, Leo, and it's going to be Condello who's got the free kick here, so another chance for Seville to go inside 50 in this dominant first quarter. And Condello just centres the ball here. Oh, just flying in there, I think that time.
Oh, that
might have been
spiral. That's a beauty.
And sending the ball here. Nye tried to run onto it here. The ball just trickling over the boundary line, is it? Yes, it is. So it'll be a boundary throw in here. So Deng Nye is going to take the ruck contest here. I think Ellison's going to come around as well to compete here for Emerald. The big fella Ellison. So ball thrown to play here. Ellison with front position, but it's Deng Nye ended up getting the tap. Ball went there to Sorrentino of the Bailey variety. And ball trickling on the ground there. Nye tried to run onto his own footy. Throwing it onto the boot here this time is Gajanjevic. And that's not a bad kick there, and but in the end it's cut off there by Alex Condello. And he's just looking around here for the moment, Condello. He's going to go up the broadcast.
Oh, Specky waiting there.
Here we go. Oh, there's a little bit of a flyer there. Out the back there was Mitch Thomas, but he couldn't get it. Now the ball's along the ground here again near the boundary line. Nye wanted the boundary, didn't get it. Taking on a tackle here this time is Alistair Gray.
Could have been a bit of a dangerous tackle there, I think.
I think it was paid. It was paid.
It has been paid, and Gray wastes absolutely no time. They probably call him stickers down at the club with all that ink on his arm. More ink on his arm than my Year 10 maths exam. And shot a goal by Nolan has gone through. Absolutely magnificent.
It's a beautiful kick at the footy, Jack Nolan.
He's kicked 2, and that's a 38-point lead here now for Seville. Alistair Gray, I'll tell you what, fellas, there's a lot of ink on his arm.
What did you say? More ink on his arm than your Year 10 maths exam?
I reckon there would be, yes. There wasn't much ink on my Year 10 maths exam, so it'd be pretty close.
You don't need maths, mate.
I got calculators, is that right, Liam?
Always got told to show you working out. Liam, how'd you know the answer to this? Figured it out in my head.
I used to use Bob. You know what Bob was?
No.
Back of book. There used to be the answers in the back of the book in our day as well. So you get the answer and you work your way backwards.
There you go.
There you go. You learn something every day. You should, you'll find it out one day that some of the old people actually knew things. We don't use calculators. Yeah. Umpire throws it up once again. Oh, he's just killing him out there in the ruck, isn't he? And umpire just lets him play on now. Oh, a little bit of a basketball bounce, didn't go anywhere in particular. Still going further forward. No one's going to actually hold the footy, and it's made its way towards the forward 50 for Seville. Quick kick out of the pack there by Emerald through Siskus. Goes in the centre of the ground. Who can pick this up? Tackling good there was a Gross.
Oh, that's on the footy.
Umpire says no. Then gets a handball out. Comes straight across the ground to Seville as the siren goes in the background for quarter time. Emerald need to take a bit of a deep breath here at the moment because it was a good start. Just have to wait and see, but you can still see it's pretty crowded. They seem to be quite congested playing one-on-one footy. It's going to be Liam Vertigan to get us underway in quarter number 2.
Thank you very much, Leo. When we are underway, and guess who got the hit out? No idea, but it's thank you, Leo. It's gone inside forward 50, and it's bubbled onto the chest of Paddy Chin. It was very good the last time we were up here.
Chin, got him on the chest. But see, that was a chaos ball then, just like Aiden was saying. Get it down there as quick as you can.
Chin sets it up towards the left forward pocket. And I tell you what, it's been brought down, and this is going to be the start to the second quarter that they need, and it's
Kramer.
Yeah, it is. It's Benny Kramer.
Wearing the very heavy number 82.
Yeah, it'd be a very heavy jumper, you would think, Aiden.
Yeah, that's a big number.
I think Colin Munro wears that did wear that for New Zealand, Liam.
He did in the cricket, and I think he wore it for Perth too.
Yeah, he did. He wears it for every franchise that he plays for, I think.
So, Ben Kramer, man on the mark, I reckon would be 25 metres out. He's on a
a lot of body movement here.
Left angle. The body was going just side to side, but he snuck it through either way. And the first goal of the quarter goes the way of the Emerald Football Club. And they're 2-2-14. 7-4-46, 1 minute, 10 seconds gone, second quarter.
Well, that's what you want. Just get a good start and take it from there. Now get the next one. That's all Emerald need to do. Get it down there, get it quick. Make them one-on-one, make everybody responsible for their man. And if you take too long to get down there, they can just mass up there, Seville, and make it more and more difficult. So Emerald, get the footy down there quick as you can.
8 of the 9 goals so far kicked to that left-hand side of the ground, the Jembrel kick. There's a useless fact for you.
Yeah, it does tend to be the scoring side of the ground. Don't know why. Oh!
Nye landed on his shoulder there. They're going to go forward once again, this time through Wilson. They're inside forward 50
There's a
again.
chance, Chin.
Oh, Chin out the back has been dragged down, but either way, he's done it.
Well, I don't think it's Chin.
Oh, no, I think it was. They're all getting to him.
No. Yeah, I think he socketed. I think it was tackled and he socketed off the ground. He got back up and got to it.
Oh, he even did a little soccer celebration of sorts with Lockie Hoy as well. I've got to say, he's a cheeky little bugger, is Paddy Chin. But there's his first of the afternoon. There's 2 in under a minute.
He's done well.
It's
He's done very, very well.
It's 3-2-20 to 7-4-46. Leo, over to you.
Oh, yeah, did very well. He had a fresh air shot. Could have been pinged for incorrect disposal, to tell you the truth. But got another one off the ground.
It was a great tackle by Andrew Condello, but
Absolutely.
Chin just outclassed him a bit in that contest.
Well,
Get the goal.
Yeah, he had a case to say incorrect disposal first instance. Got a foot to it second. Goals on the board. Who cares? History's been written. Tap out that time, and getting on top was Allison. It could just be a bit of a change. Bit of a slip on the cricket pitch, but they got a high kick there was Nicholson of a Seville. Dropping back there to take the mark all on his own is Wyatt Hanson. Wants to move that ball straight away. Get it moving, son. Go straight down the middle of the ground, looking for a mark in the red and black jump. Oh, big leap over the back by Hoy. Couldn't take the mark. Running over the football and falling flat in his face. Don't know who that player number 30 is. Umpire just lets him go at the moment. Good tackle laid, and it's going to be a ball up. So that's a jump we've got to find out as well. Aiden, number 30 of Emerald. Why did they do that to us? Ball up. Centre half forward. Nice tap out, Ellison once again. Oh, good quick hands came out of the pack by Jake Petter to a teammate, put him under a lot of pressure. Petter's good enough to go back and get it once again. It's been tied up. Said you dragged it underneath. Oh, that's a bit of an AFL type free kick. Petter did do that. So good call. And the free kick going the way of a Jack Strawn on the left foot. Right in front of our broadcast van they go. One grab, two grab. Umpire says no. Falls into the hands of Brendan Dickinson's kicked a couple so far for, one so far for the Blues. It's gone out of bounds for a throw in, Liam.
Don't you love how sometimes they ask for deliberate even at the local level and they're never going to get it?
Watch the ball, watch the ball, Sonny, watch the ball.
Ball will be back.
Watch the ball.
Yeah, I'm sure he will watch the ball, but the umpire, who looks like Josh Frydenberg, has paid it. Oh no, Josh Frydenberg doesn't have a mo like that. Free kick. Oh, Ganjanovic takes the free kick, kicks to about 55 and it's been cut off. Seville to relieve from the half-back flank. They kicked to the middle, nearly found grass on that ball, but Petrarca got the hands underneath it and took the mark. His eyes were darting left and right, and he'll thump one inside forward 50. That's going to go out the back. Where are the reinforcements? There's a couple there. Emerald will be happy to lock it in, getting his body over the footy that time with Stevens has already kicked one on the afternoon. And the umpire will call for it at a very dangerous part of the ground for the Bombers, who've had early ascendancy in this second quarter. Umpire didn't muck around. Ellison got the ball down to ground. Opt to switch play on the outer side. Here's Pepe. Fun fact about Pepe, I used to call that, that was the name I gave Pepsi when I was a young lad. I called it Pepe. Don't know why. Kick was intended for chin. It was fisted away out of bounds.
Another one of those useless stats you come up with every now and again, Liam.
Yeah, no, I thought I'm just happy to make some people laugh or try and make you laugh, Leo.
Some of us just feel sorry for you, but it's all okay. Big throw in, outer side of the ground. We'll get each other back every now and again. Ellison's starting to get on top in the ruck in this particular quarter, so that's quite good.
It's quite funny, actually.
And it's going to be a throw in. It's gone out of bounds. Right in front of the scoreboard. 46 leads 20 to Blues in ascendancy. Been doing 5.5 in quarter number 2. Better start here by the Bombers. Can they keep it going? Up in the ruck once again. Ellison got both hands, just dropped it straight down to the ground. I wonder if that fall in the ruck before starting to get hold of Deng. Umpire lets him go. Big long kick, centre wing, outer side, one-on-one contest. Nobody can take that mark. Boom, crash, opera. Go straight through Farrow's hand. Can they get it out again? There's a free kick being paid. Oh. And it's going to go, looks like the veteran there, and Paul Bailey.
Basil, you're out.
And it just slowed play around. Starting to put a bit of spread on here, Seville. Could switch play if he wanted to. Doesn't want to do that. So go straight down the wing on the scoreboard side of the ground. Probably should have changed the ground, changed the angle. And so Emerald just settling play down a little bit here. Now being called to play on. I'm not quite sure who that was, but the umpire just lets him go. So still centre wing. The outer side of the ground. All just trying to play possession football, and the small kick finds its way in the hands of Jackie Thomas. And I don't like Emerald when they start chipping it around, because somewhere along the line they're going to turn it over. Gives Seville all the opportunity now to roll back, plays on, dodges around one player, kicks into the open spaces. Nobody can pick it up. Too many Seville players now, Nick, because they just took too long to get it.
Well done.
Oh, Deng Nai did it nicely. Gives it across to a teammate, and off they go once more. On the left foot it was too. That was for the agency of Strawn. Has been okay since he's come into the side, and Seville looking pretty good. Unfortunately, the kick for them just dropped short in front of the scoreboard, and it's going to go out of bounds for a throw in. And Aidan, you can take it from here.
Andrew throwing right in front of the scoreboard here at Emerald, and Ellison probably going to go up against Nye. It's been the ruck battle pretty much all day. Ellison with front position, he just took it out of the ruck, tries to throw into the boot, eventually getting it at the toenails there was Brendan Wilson. And looking around here, but the ball just trickling out of bounds eventually, so take 2 here. We're still pretty much in front of the scoreboard, so probably about 65 metres out from goal here for Seville. Emerald, who've just had a bit of the ascendancy here in this second quarter, and again, I think Nye having front position, but Ellison got the tap, and they just throw it on the boot here, and they get it forward. That's a good mark taken there that time by Ryan Farrow, and he's wasting no time. He throws the ball onto the right boot, right to about half forward here. No mark taken. The ball spills to ground. No clear possession here for either side. A free kick's been paid here, and Emerald with a bit of a reprieve in defence here.
Just quickly, Aidan, Andrew Condello from Seville has made his way from the ground in the hands of the trainer. He'll be going into the rooms. I'll try and keep an eye on that when he comes back out to the ground.
Kick to a contest here. The numbers are with Emerald, and the mark eventually played there that time there to Jake Petter. He's wasting no time. They take the ball up through the middle here. This is a good attacking move here, but eventually Seville there with numbers out the back. They can get the ball moving here, running onto it. Here is Strawn. Strawn got a little handball into his teammate there, but beautifully cut off there that time there by Seskus, and he's wasting no time getting the ball forward. This is Stephen Paul, or Paulie I should say, but the ball trickles out of bounds. Oh, it is Paul?
With 2 L's.
With 2 L's. I thought that was a Y you'd spelled there for me, Leo. That's all right.
That's a comma after the second L.
Oh, there we go. So ball to be thrown back.
Young people don't know about punctuation either.
Ball to be thrown back into play. It's inside 50.
I think that's a flat tyre.
And running onto the ball here, we'll figure it out in a moment. That was actually
chin. Got one around the chin there. Sorry, Aiden.
There we go. No, that's all right, Leo. So Chin's going to get a free kick here, probably about 30 metres out, directly in front of goal. So this would be a really good start here for Emerald if they could get the 3rd goal in a row in this quarter and cut the margin back down to 20 points. And Patrick Chin, probably the right man for the job. A very accurate shot for goal. He kicked, I'm pretty sure it was 5 the last time we were up here.
Yeah, and I tell you what, there's not much of him, is there? It's lucky he's only wearing the number 1, Liam, because they couldn't fit 2 numbers on his back.
Yep, that's it.
Get too heavy for him, too.
Oh, that's it. And Chin begins his approach. He's kicked 33 goals this season.
Good looking kid.
He's kicked 34 goals this season. He puts it straight over the goal umpire's beanie, in fact, because he's wearing the MND beanie. And the score here at Emerald, 4-2-26 to 7-4-46. We're 9.5 minutes into this second quarter, Leo.
They've been dangerous little player, isn't he? Dangerous little small forward. And I'll tell you what, he's got no fear for a little bloke either.
Got a little chant going as well.
Well, that's the Puff and Billy boys. They are here. The Puff and Billy boys are here. They just love coming to support Emerald. I think they've been going for about 10 more years.
Looks like they're actually up on the balcony.
Yep, and that's where they'll be. They come up, I'm sure it's over 10 years ago now. They decided to go to a group of mates, decided to go from the city up and Puff and Billy and see where they ended up. And they ended up here, and they've been coming here ever since. Fantastic effort as well, having a ball.
Ball back in the middle. Nye got the tap down that time with the right hand. Who's going to get the centre clearance? They're trying to push their way forward here, Seville, but Petter is trying to lock up any stretch of that. He wrapped up Sangia in a pretty good tackle. And that's not going to go anywhere, and that's a ball up, so that's a pretty good result there for Emerald. And this at Seville. Up it goes. That time that was one out by Ellison.
I love your Josh Frydenberg umpire. He doesn't ask for nominations for the ruck. He goes, you and you. Up you go. There he goes.
Nye, front position that time. Sean was there. Comes out eventually that time to Jansen. Kicks one down the line. And the boundary umpire will tell you the story, and that is Taylor Priestley. It's gone out of bounds on the full.
Yes, Taylor Priestley. She's a great little boundary umpire. Been around for a while now too. Does a terrific job. And the umpire's going to give back on the full. Otherwise, you've got to give yourself a 25-metre penalty.
Right in front of the broadcasting position here. They thumped one to about 55. Ellison went up, but it was fisted late by Nye, so it comes to a bit of a neutral territory. Thomas was there for Emerald, but it's been ending up going forward. And that's probably just Jason texting in down from Kilcunda Bass, trying to dodge around, and they do so now. That's going to come right in front of us. Look out! Oh, because Stephen Paul was charging like a battering ram, and it went out of bounds for a throw in.
Good message here, Billy and Robin Keys. Thanks, Bill. And they've been coming up since 2005, the Puff and Billy boys.
So
I didn't realise it was 15 years or 17 years.
It is there.
Yep, thanks, Bill. And that's gone quick, those 17 years. Over ball, they make an absolute racket. Do they support Emerald?
Get a little bit louder today, I say, if it gets close. Ball went back in. Thomas had the body over the footy, but he was wrapped up in the end by Johan, and it'll be a ball up.
And if you ever want to follow Robin Keys, just watch her place in the sun. She's always got a photograph in there. I tell you what, she's one of the best photographers ever around too, and gets a lot of her photos in the Herald Sun. And if you've got any Betty Boop stuff, she loves that too. Just a bit of trivial. Another one of those trivial and useless bits of information, Liam. We're full of them. Well, I'm full of it. One or the other. Take your pick.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm all for it. You should know that. Ball kicked to the outer side in front of the Puffing Billy crew, who will probably go back on the 5 o'clock service from Lakeside. Probably at $95 a ticket too. Out of bounds for a throw in the pavilion pocket. The PP. Umpire tosses it in. Nye, back position, got it down. To no one in particular, they're sort of scrambling over the top of the footy. Yep, Strong was trying to get it out of the back. It's not going anywhere, so it's just become a little bit of a stalemate at the moment. They haven't scored this quarter so far, Seville. They might be in a little bit of a position to do so here as the ball goes back up in the air. Nothing happening there. Thomas gave it off to a teammate. Throwing the body in over the footy was Waitman. He got up there for Emerald was Hoy. And he was escorted over the boundary line for a throw in. Still in front of the canteen, more or less this time. Although it's a free kick to Waitman, I should say. So Waitman centres the ball to a dangerous position and running in at 100 mile an hour and taking a very good mark when needed to was Thomas. So Thomas switches play again. And kick it right down to the broadcast side. That was a magnificent kick. Yeah, I agree. Wilson centres the ball. That's a risky kick. That's a poor kick.
This is why they square the ball up into the centre corridor when you've got opponents. It's just not on.
That was Gray, whose kick's been turned over once again. Yep. That kick down the line's also got an element of risk because it's gone right out the back. Who's going to be there? Emerald player got it. Oh, interesting handball. Came out the back that time to Seskis. Seskis got a kick forward. Pitches in front of a couple. Rich snaps one towards goal. It's dribbling and bouncing and it's gone across the face. And there's a second behind for him on the afternoon. And I can take a breath, I think. 4-3-27 play, 7-4-46.
Well, there's a few here, mate, and this breathing's a very important part of living, I believe. So you do that, Liam. And free kick, no, kicking in from full back eventually once the ball gets taken back into the goal square. Gives them a bit of a chance to set up their zone.
John Sorrentino with the kick in.
In the meantime, Leo, I might do you a favour and go get that number 30.
Yep, number 30 for him. Well, I appreciate that. He's only next door, playing on straight away from full back on the left foot, long down the outer side it goes. A bit of sunshine out there in front of the Brad Batten sign. Nobody can take care of that mark, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. We'll get some more scores around town in a minute too, Aidan. I know he's busy shuffling through his phone.
I've got them right here, Leo. So Linda Fernie Creek 4-4-28 are leading Upway Tacoma 3-0-18. Pakenham 10-5-65 leading Officer 2-5-17. Narry Warren have really gotten the stretch now on Wombulk 11-4-17 to 2-2-14. Wandon leading by a point. Warrialec 4-9-33 to Wandon 5-4-34. We'll have a quick look at Division 1 here.
Yeah, I thought that'd be a good game, that Doggies Tigers game up there at Wandon.
Yep, that's it. Gembrook Cockatoo 4-4-28 to Hillsville 6-5-41. Yarra Glen 3-2-20 to Berwick Springs 5-6-36. So Berwick Springs with that 16-point margin there. In Division 2, Broadford Yea 1-0-6, Yarra Junction 4-9-33. Kinglake 9-9-63 are leading Alexandra 6-5-41.
Oh, just a check side kick out of the pack at the moment by Emerald. It's gone right across the goals. Oh, just bounced in play. Thought it was having a bit of a shot on goal there. Thanks, Aidan.
Number 30 for Emerald Gents is Lockie Collarhole.
Oh, he's changed.
Oh, yep.
Well, he was wearing 13, but he's wearing a 30. Wish they wouldn't do that to us, but that's all good. Thank you very much.
Was there another one we needed?
No, we had a couple there.
Seville?
Seville, we had 37 and 42.
We've got
all those sorted out. Mr. Nelson sorted out for us. The throw-in's taken place there. Oh, just careful on those sling tackles there. Good strong tackle laid by Sonny Seneca. That's a terrific name, isn't it? Up she goes. About 20 metres out from Emerald. They'd love to get a goal there. Oh, well rove. Quick kick out of the pack there. Could have done it a little bit better, I thought, was Hoy. But missed to the right-hand side. Lockie Hoy. Opportunity gone. Another behind going away to the Bombers. 4-4-28. Trailing Seville, who haven't scored this quarter, by the way. 7-4-46 when we're going 16.5 quarter number 2. So they're holding their own at the moment, Emerald.
Yep.
They just need to get a goal on the board. Otherwise, Seville, without even knowing it, will go whackety-whack and hurt you.
They've just shown a bit more hunger this quarter, Leo Emerald. They've gone in and won the hard ball and won the contested ball a lot more than what Seville did in the first quarter, which has got them back in the game.
Long kick towards the broadcast van. All over the back of the pack. They all went up. They all went down. No one can hang on to it. They've got the clearance here to Seville. Goes to the pavilion side of the ground with all the puff and bully mob are out there at the moment. Ricochets back. Little handball came out. It's in the hands of Thomas. What can he do with it? Kick was smothered. Got to go back and get it again. Being tackled big time there by big Jack Nolan. And it's going to be a ball up. 17 gone, quarter number 2. They want to keep it out of that forward line. Over the top went 9. Nobody can pick it up at the moment. Is that a high tackle? The umpire said no. Everyone's on hands and knees. Nobody's trying to get this out. The umpire just lets them go. They're all waiting for a ball up. Finally, it eventuates. And it's going to be another ball up. A lot of players around the football now. They just need to get it out there quick. Beaufort can get a bit of a fingernail. It just sort of bounces all over the place at the moment. They're all going to ground a bit quick for my liking. They need to just stand up there if they can. Trying to do that was Strawn of Seville. So umpire says I'll ball it up once again. Just about, I reckon there's free kicks happening here. I can feel it coming. Knight just pushes his opponent out of the way. Got a little tap down, but it's gone straight down to the ground. Is that in the back? Oh, I thought there could have been.
He's going to get sick of balling it up, Leo.
Well, I reckon, Liam, it's going to be usually now just go in and get it. Umpire will play a quick free kick. Little handball came out there by Pettit, trying to find anybody in a red and black jumper. Nobody can get it.
There it is, Liam.
You knew it had to come sooner or later. I reckon that's pretty harsh, but I think, like you said, he's getting a bit of RSI at the shoulder, throwing it up. and get it back quick. And as you can hear, some of the crowd love it, some of the crowd probably don't.
Probably the puffing Billy bit. Group.
Oh, that's a very short kick. Mitch Thomas takes the mark. I just don't like it when they start just chipping it around. I think they've got to start backing themselves a little bit.
It's 25
and there's a
here.
25-metre penalty for some reason. Might have been dissension, I'm not quite sure.
Former Cedar boy, Mitch Thomas, Liam.
Is he?
He was part of the AFL Berwick class, I believe.
Okay, there we go. No, we've got a lot of useless information coming out of
Yeah,
it. I can tell you that right now.
I'll file that under you for useless.
A little hand,
I'm
left
happy
foot
to
a
cop
kick
that.
there.
Another useless fact about Mitch, a couple of years ago at Roval, he notched up a big score of like 219 playing for Emerald.
Okay, looks as though Nolan's gone down back at the moment. It's more where he usually goes. Puts it in the centre corridor. Poor kick there, nobody to take the mark except Allison of Emerald. Finds a teammate and they can go through Petter. Goes very, very short and standing all alone. Just at the top of the 40 is that number 30.
Well done, Liam, you've got there in time.
And that, of course, is Collie Hole. Changed his number from 13.
You give me a job, I'll do it.
You do a great job.
Well, actually, no, I volunteered.
Well, I and me had a meeting. We voted for you.
Yep, that's it.
That's called democracy, isn't it?
Yep, that is called democracy.
I love it. So lucky Collie Hole from about 35 metres out, pretty much directly in front. On the left foot, off the boot, it looks good. Straight over the goal umpire's head. And luckily you got that number for us, Liam, because he's just put a goal on the board there for Emerald. They go to 5 goals for 34. They still try to hear him go up there. There's a 2-goal deficit, 7-4, 46, 20 minutes gone, and Seville have not scored in quarter number 2. And the Puff and Billy boys, they sing in tune too. They have, what a great job. Since 2005, I can't believe it's gone that many years.
I was 6, Aiden was 5.
Yeah, I was 8.
No, you weren't. You wish you were. Oh, to be younger. I wish I never grew up, to be
I'll
honest.
tell you what, I haven't.
Ball back in the middle. Oh, by golly, crikey. Ellison went a bit early there. Nye gets a nice little scrappy kick away. That hasn't gone the required 15. You would think it hasn't. Umpire says play on. He's eventually taken to ground, wrapped up in a nice Brendan Dickinson tackle, and it's a ball up. So can Seville respond? I don't think so. 11 of the 12 goals kicked to that Gembrook end of the ground, which is the left of your radio dial or screen, wherever you may be watching or listening to today, as the umpire calls for it again.
What happens if you're sitting on the other side of the ground? The left's over there.
Well, you just reverse your left and your right.
I always love that. They go to the left of your radio dial and think, what am I on the other side of the ground? It's over that way.
Yeah,
Isn't that right, Aiden?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
you're
talking.
absolutely spot on there, Leo.
Oh, here we go. They're ganging up on me again.
That's another useless,
that's
bit of useless information for you, Liam.
Oh, we have fun, don't we? God, we just give it to each other.
There we go.
Ball back up. Nye used a little bit of body just to ensure he got the ruck hit out there. Umpire's got to get sick to death of balling it up here, I'm telling you. There's another free kick coming, Leo.
I can
Which
feel
way
it.
is it going to go? That's the only question.
No, it'll go towards Emerald.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
Trying to get them
Oh,
back into the
no,
game.
Well, Petter overran it, comes out the back to Gottschalk. Here we go. Here's Waitman. Centres the ball. Oh, I tell you what, wasn't a bad effort, but drifted left, I should say, through for a behind, and they're away scoring-wise here in the second quarter, and it's taken nearly 22 minutes.
Who kicked that?
Waitman did. Ball back in, no hesitation to the outer side wing. Quick handball there that time came from Donders. Donders' handball was nearly cut off by Lowe. He got his hands to it. A little bit of pressure coming here. Donders has it again. He has to give it off very, very quickly. Kick down the lines. Oh, okay. A little bit too hot for Rich that time.
Too rich.
Yeah, very good. They're inside forward 50 once again. Can they get a mark off the
look at this.
centering ball?
No.
Oh, magnificent cut off there.
Good cut off there by Sonny Sanga. That's a lovely name. Sanga, yeah. Gottschalk. Kick short. It could be out here. Wilson. That's cut off. But running onto it again is Gottschalk. That's a good, dangerous handball. Nye, when you're 6'8", you can cut it off pretty easily. And that ball might just be locked inside forward 50 now, although they're struggling to get it out. It eventually bobbles back out. Nye's handball over the back was good. That was pretty clever at an opportune time. Had to get it out some way or another. Pepe's got his body over the footy. The ball scrambles its way out the back. Here's Ellison. Slams one on the boot. Across to the left, through from behind.
Oh, another behind there. Opportunity gone, but they are looking so much better, aren't they, Emerald, in this particular quarter. They go to 5-5-35, still trailing Seville 7-5-47. Got a 2-goal deficit at the moment. We've gone 23 minutes, quarter number 2, Aiden. You can take it from here. I'm just trying to do something technological.
So John Sorrentino.
So I was just trying to get some AFL scores, mate, and to see what's happening.
Bit of play there. Sorrentino is going to opt for the broadcast side of the ground here, and he goes to a one-on-one contest here, but getting front position there beautifully that time there was Jack Nolan, and he's wasting no time. He's going to go through the middle of the ground. That kick just going over the head there of Jack Thomas, but eventually it's Emerald who get onto the ball here, and they move the ball to the outer side of the ground, trying to run onto it here as Hoy. But cut off here by, this is Seville here now. This is Bailey Sorrentino. He gets the ball moving quickly to Deng Nai. And now they're off here. Sorrentino's got it once again, but he's under a bit of pressure here applied by Petter. Sorrentino just goes inboard there to his teammate that time there in Dothian. And now, ball just moving to half forward here. Ball just fumbling right in front of there. That time I think it was Alistair Gray. Now Nai's got it. Nai just puts the ball forward. Who's going to get onto the end of this? Ball spills out to the back.
Oh,
there.
here we go.
And it's a goal. And Seville finally get their first goal of the first quarter here.
Dylan Broadway it was, Aiden.
Dylan Broadway out the back. It was a beautiful bit of crumbing work there.
Did it quite nicely.
Worked it along the outer side of the ground there. They eventually got it inside 50. Broadway with a bit of crumbing work, and they finally got a goal here in this second quarter to Seville. They led by 21 points. We had 24 and a half minutes gone in the second quarter layout.
Yep. Sydney 7-7-49, lead Essendon 7-2-44. 5-point deficit there to the Bombers. So good game of footy happening there in the Ultimate Football League, otherwise known as the AFL.
Of course, when I don't watch the Bombers, Leo, that's when they actually decide to play okay.
You're a bit of a Bombers man, are you?
I am a Bombers man, mate, and they piss me off.
Yeah,
But, that's all right.
Come to North Melbourne, we'll take anyone. Up they go. Nice little tap out by Nye once again. Out of the centre circle they go. Good looking kick straight away by Waitman. Has recovered from the knock earlier in this particular quarter. Well, they've just sprung to life a little bit, haven't they? Spinning in and out of trouble there was Condello Michael of Seville. Into that. Oh, nearly a mark there in a slips catch position. But Seville, they just can't quite get it at the moment. A little quick kick out by Emerald. Under a lot of pressure there. 3-on-1 situation. Got the outnumber, but Emerald now good enough to get it. Unfortunately, they are outnumbered. Handball over the top there by Sanaga. Goes back into the centre area there, but Emerald with numbers. Can they get a quick kick out towards the broadcast van's been smothered. Here they go. Too many Seville players once again. Umpire just lets them go off the ground. Nice got it again. Quick kick out of the pack by Em. Oh, Lux of Fortune. It's been dropped. Little handball.
Oh, it's on the ball.
Ordinary there by Petrarca. I agree with you, Liam. I don't think it was properly disposed of. Comes here towards the broadcast van. This is yours, Aiden, if you're good enough to go and get it. He doesn't want it, says Aiden.
It's just a little bit in my blind spot, but I think I got it from here, Leo. Bandry throwing.
Certainly has. No, I was going to let you get the footy. I thought when you weren't quite too keen on going in there to get it. It only hurts.
Leo, just to answer your question before.
Yes. Did I ask a question?
From before the game, if it hits the flags,
yes.
it is a behind.
There you go. Jennifer got away with one. You little beauty. It's even better. Little kick on the cricket pitch there. This is a rumour being spread by Michael Shaw that the ball hit the flags and it was a point and it was given a goal. Love it. Umpire lets him play on now. Big long kick straight down the middle of the ground. They go Seville. It was a good kick by Petrarca. He's got a good leg on him, hasn't he? All spills out there, kicking it around the corner.
No way.
Great effort here by Gray. Oh, right-hand side. Oh, this game's just starting to spring into life a little bit. 8 goals, 6, 54. They try, or they lead. Emerald rather 5-5-35, 26, nearly 27 gone quarter number 2. Oh, nothing better than beating Seville with a sus free kick or a sus goal. A bit like beating Collingwood after the siren by a point.
Take that bloody beanie off, Leo.
They can't see it on radio, Liam. Shh.
Ball
good
goes
mark.
to the outer side. Yeah, it was a very good mark.
I'm not sure. Is that Ellison? No, it's not.
I don't think it was. It might have been Kramer.
It could have been.
There was definitely a 2 on that jumper. Just
Oh, you're in
now
trouble.
that's on the ball.
Oh, gone.
Yep. And correctly paid to Rich, who will kick inside forward 50, and that's just a nice lead up and mark taken there by Lachlan Hoy, who's in that hill pocket where if you go down there, you don't come back.
You don't come back.
No.
No. There's a guy called Livingston going down there, and they haven't found him for a while either. This is a good spot to kick from. Perfect. Dead straight kick.
You kick many from here, Leo, in the past?
Never missed one.
Okay, Hoy's kicks on the way. Oh, it's a floater.
Only played on here a few. We used to play on the old ground, of course, back in the day.
Yep.
And that used to be a bog heap as well.
Well, Liam, as you'd say, Lachlan Hoy's had 0 goals, 1 behind, and 1 out of the full.
Yes,
0 goals, 1 out in the full.
oh, yes, that's good.
So you liked it,
I
eh?
love it. Yep. Give as good as you get. It's always good. A little chip kick in, and off they go now. Iacone's got this. Goes back to the centre corridor. Oh, careful. The mark's been taken there. Slick's got it. What's he going to do now? Picks it into the broadcast van. Up they go. Up, bang, squash. Who can pick this up? Nobody can at the moment. Just overrunning the ball, a lot of these players at the moment. The handball came out. Nolan's got it. Gone to centre up back. He just might be playing one into the ground. Not quite sure. Umpire just lets him go. Could have kicked that low, but he wanted to give it off on the handball, and they've still got hold of the footy. Ball leading in the race for the ball taken. The mark on the fly was Dickinson on the left leg. Goes in the forward pocket on the outer side of the ground. That's a good, strong mark taken there by the little fellow in Dylan Broadway, right in front of the scoreboard. It shows Seville 8-6-54, leading Emerald 5-5-35. And Dylan Broadway's got a bit of toe too, this young fella, and can kick the ball. He's gone back for a pretty long run up right in front of the Petters scoreboard over there.
Reckon as well, if this goes through, it might ruin Emerald's hard work this quarter.
Well, it's a good looking kick off the boot. It's just drifted to the right of it. Just does that over there for some reason, just an air pocket or whatever. Misses to the right hand side. 8-7-55. Seville 5-5-35. Emerald 29 gone, quarter number 2, and Broadway's kick 1-1 for the afternoon as the siren sounds for half time. Good quarter by Emerald. They started off pretty well. They kicked 4 goals through that particular quarter to a 1 goal 3. So Emerald would be happy with that. They've got to keep that going and keep this game on an even keel. 20-point deficit at the moment, the way of the Seville Blues. We might quickly go back for our half-time break, and we've got no other scores at the moment, or do you want to go through anything?
Well,
No, you got a few? What do you got? Lucky you haven't. If you fall asleep on a park bench, mate, they get the coroner onto you, I would think. I think you've got to get some blood. You need to go to a blood bank and get a withdrawals. The umpire holds the ball aloft for the start of the second half, and up she goes in the air, centre of the ground there. Both ruckmen just tapped it straight down the ground. We've got Seville kicking towards the Jimbrook end. Most of the goals have been kicked there this particular game, I think all bar 2. Secondary ball up, still in that centre circle. Both tap it down. I think maybe Allison in front probably got it straight down, but they're both going in the same direction. It's still just pinging around at the moment. Ooh, what's those dangerous tackles when they start slinging it there? Strong tackle by Jack Strawn, big strong man.
It'd be interesting to know that the Puffing Billy crew were chanting Seville at half-time.
That's no good at all. Emerald, they get away with the centre clearance there, and it's a bit of a wobbly old kick, but the mark's been taken by Joshy Rich. And it was given out there by Jake Petter. Oh, was going to go short, looking for a teammate. Got absolutely nowhere near it, and didn't come off the boot the way they wanted to. So Seville can repel the attack right in front of the broadcast panel. There's a good, strong mark. And it's been taken there by Jack Thomas.
Andrew Condello just made his way past us once again there. He's looking a little bit proppy on that right leg.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's got a hammy or a calf or
interestingly, when I went to the canteen, I did hear Condello mention he might have a slight fracture in his foot potentially. So he could be hobbling around with a rather serious injury. But we'll see how he goes through the rest of the game.
Good mark taken there by O'Kane, but you got the leading forward there in Paddy Chin. Why wouldn't you just kick it towards the goal square? I've got no idea, and they've turned it over again, Emerald, but they got it back. Centre wing, broadcast side, and that was very, very short indeed, and they've turned it over once again.
Hold the footy.
Good tackle, a good call there, and the umpire agrees with you. Getting caught there was Strawn, and the free kick going to go the way of Emerald Seskus. And still about 45, 50 metres out.
Yep, Seskus with the footy. 100% Leo, he's, oh God almighty, that's a wobbler. Yeah, it's been cut off there, and he ran into his own teammate there that time, I think that was Scortino. Fumbles its way out the back, Stevens had it. Gave it off to a teammate, this is Dickinson. And handballs this time to the 77 in Fleming. Thumps one out of sight. They've got a mark here, Seville, so they're loading up to that Jimbrook end rather nicely.
Broadway out there.
Yeah, centres the ball nicely. And nice sick flight of the ball there. Mark's been taken by Thomas, who switches play. Finds Donders. First goal, definitely important this half. I'm going to go out and say 2.5 gone already in this first quarter, and at no side is looking likely here. I reckon he played for the free kick a little bit there, did Rich. He actually got it. Rich, very, very short.
That can't be 15 short.
No, finds Ellison. We'll go now and kick to the right pocket. There's a 2-on-1 here, favouring the Bombers
done.
and getting his opponent out of the way and taking a very important mark, but in a very tight pocket here is Lockie Hoy, who's already kicked one behind and one out in the full today.
Actually, it's a good spot to kick from. Again, the goal's open, the breeze drifts it all. This is the drift of the air. It's left goal post, drift in, straight over the goal umpire's hat.
The Puffing Billy crew will tell you the story, one would imagine, as Hoy's on his approach. Studded step. Kick is on the way! Got a little bit too excited and it went to the left. 3-4-A behind. That's his second behind today. And it's 5-6, 36-8, 7:55 now. We've gone 3.5 minutes in the third quarter.
Yep, opportunity there. Had the hookers run up there, so really was never going to drift that back. It's just a dead straight kick, but an opportunity lost there to the Bombers as they come out from full back to Seville towards the broadcast wing of the ground here. Jack Nolan tries to hold his opponent, got the one hit on it, but couldn't hang on to it. Donners and him just go fighting for the football, but Nolan's just too strong. Gave it out to Strawn, quick kick out of the pack, goes down the centre wing. Whoever and overruns the ball, they just intend on getting body contact and forgot about the footy. They go back and try and get it once again. Seville, they'd be wanting desperately to get on the board in this particular quarter. It's gone out of bounds for a throw-in, Aidan.
Yep, so boundary throw in just at half forward here from Seville at the moment. We just ruled that ball forward there. And it's going to be Nye and Ellison in the ruck again. Ellison with front position, just getting onto the tap there, and ball split into ground. Strong got a handball there, but it was cut off there by Jack Thomas. And the umpire just calling for a ball up here. So still at half forward here for Seville. And it's thrown up again. Ellison just got the tap down there, but winning it there at the ground was Dickinson for Seville. And ball still on the ground here, no clear possession. That handball there, not the best one. Got the ball here now is Waitman. He looks around, he's under a bit of pressure. Ball goes out of bounds once again. Trying to keep it in play was Hoy. Well, actually, it wasn't Hoy. In fact, it was Brendan Wilson. Ball's going to be thrown back into play. And it's going to be Nye and Ellison once again in the ruck. So Ellison with front position. He just got a little double-handed tap to it there. Nye tried to win it out, but couldn't. The ball's locked in here again, so repeat stoppages here. Both teams are the best contested disposal teams in the competition, so it's a very hard battle at the moment. Getting a little handball out there, that time was Petter. And now they can get it moving here, Emerald. This is not a bad little kick here. It just falls short of his teammate there. That time,
gotcha.
Gandovich, and that was a crunching tackle laid there that time there by Petrarca, but it's high. And Gandovich is slow to get up, but he's okay. He handballs, he's put his teammate there. Thomas under a bit of pressure. And it's another free kick for a high Mitch Thomas, so he's gotten away with that one.
Unlucky, I reckon. He slipped and
he looks
got the high
ahead,
contact.
puts the left boot into it. A bit of a fly there, but can't take the mark. Petter trying to win the crumbs, getting the handball out. That time there was Kramer. They can keep the ball moving forward here, but numbers here, I think, with Seville. Chin couldn't win it at the ground. Here we go, and they're going to be all right here. This is the young fella here on Sorrentino, and they move the ball to the outer side. That's a very good kick there, hitting up the target that time in Dillon Broadway, Leo.
They certainly are, and Broadway goes down through the outer side of the ground, going down towards the Seville forward line. Can they get a bit of a score going up towards that end? He's looking for his teammate in Dickinson, and goes close to the boundary line, and it's gone out of bounds for another throw in.
On that outer side, favouring Seville here. They're about 55 out from home. Still a 19-point ball game. Only kicked the one goal after quarter time. So definitely well over 35 minutes of football as the umpires found a free kick before the ball was going to be thrown back into play. And I think it's going the way of Emerald, and it is. I think it's Ganjanovic, the recipient. He'll thump it down the line. That's a pretty good kick too, but it's just set up a little bit. Kramer had it fisted away for him. It comes to ground. Seville get it out of the back here. But before anyone can get it, finds the sanctuary at the boundary line for a throw-in on the outer side. Who's going to blink first this quarter? If Emerald get it, it's a big start. Throw-in down to Ellison. But it comes out the back, smothered off the boot that time of Fleming. Emerald getting a little bit of gainage here, territory-wise. Pepe kicks one inside forward, 50!
Had the run, had the sit. And that's what you got to get. Get that ball moving long and far. Just get it over those lines and get in there as quick as you can. Opportunity now, Lockie Hoy directly in front.
He was 3 deep there, Leo.
He was, but he had to run at it and he had to fly, so had to sit. So Lockie Hoy, opportunity here. He's kicked 2 behind so far.
One out in the full.
I didn't mention that. We're coming in. He was close to the man on the mark. Has to put the kick up in the air a little bit. Should drift back on that goal post, and that just did that.
Listen to the locals. We'll listen for them.
There they go. Oh, there, they love it. The Puff and Billy boys.
Oh,
6-6-42 now Emerald. They still trail Seville. 8-7-55. 8 gone, quarter number 3. And, well, you want to know who was going to blink first. And Seville have Liam. And they got the first goal on the board to have Emerald. Even though it's taken them 8 minutes. Just got to keep scratching away.
6-1 after quarter time to the favour of Emerald. But they're still 13 points behind. But you reckon that she's just about on. In the ruck this time is Paul. It's Nye, the 2 4s, and guess who got it? Nye, and he gets the centre clearance too. Petrarca probably had one that he should have taken, and he went down to the deck pretty quickly as well. Emerald bring it away, broadcast side. It's going to carry the pack. Foot race now, this time between Farrow and Bailey. Ball comes to ground. It was sort of just thrown forward to no one in particular. That handball's a hospital hand pass. That could have put Lowe in hospital as someone ran into him, rutted himself into a brick wall. That time was Bailey Scortino. Comes out the back this time. Who's going to get the footy here? It's sort of just bobbling around like a cork. Here's Hanson. His kick to 55 was a little bit too hot. Although the umpire's found a free kick for a push. It's going to Rich. Rich will go short. Hoy again! Hoy plays on. Oh, he can put it in the book.
Oh.
There's another one. No, he's missed. Oh, no.
Oh, no, opportunity just lost this. You know, you got a set shot. Miles will stop and have a good ping at it. But, oh, look, he ran to an open goal. Really shouldn't have missed that at all. Just come off the inside of his foot. An opportunity lost there to Emerald. 6-7-43. Big chance there. 8-7-55. Seville. 9, nearly 10 gone. Gone. And it's got to come back in now towards the broadcast fan once again. Up they go. Nolan just used his body there. He's a good, classy player. Jack Nolan has been for years. He's gone back to, he seems to be playing at this end of the ground all day. He's been forward, back now, forward once again. Over the back it goes. Bit of a falcon happening. Off the ground they go. Big, long, high kick up in there. Went to no one in particular. It was by Gray. Trying to pick the football up now. They do so. And a quick kick. And there's a scrubby one by Petrarca. Goes long. Oh, no. Read the ball well. Took it clean in the hands. Was Dickinson. Should play on his left leg. He has indeed. Over the back of the pack. Running back with the fly of the ball. Good gutsy mark taken.
Plemming.
And it's Plemming with a put. And either that or, you know, way back in the dim dark ages, they spelt Fleming and they just put a, you know, I could have written it, Aidan, and it looked like a P instead of an F. And that's how names get changed. So from about 15 metres out, pretty much directly in front on the right foot, good looking kick. And that's where you miss and we get, and that really does hurt Emerald, doesn't it? This first goal on the board there for Fleming. And, oh, geez, that miss there by Hoy could come to be costly. 9-7-61 now, Seville. Just stemmed the bleeding a little bit. Emerald, 6-7-43. We've got a 3-goal deficit at the moment. 11 gone in that third quarter. But, yeah, he had a big opportunity, didn't he, Hoy? The eyes lit up.
Swans led by 10 points in the last quarter, boys. 9-14-68 to 9-4-58.
Oh, geez, you know, Bombers.
Pick 2 looks good, Aidan.
Pick two does look very well. I mean, if West Coast get a bit of form, we could get pick 2.
Well, you know, they really season's too long for the AFL. Just need 17 games. That'll be it.
Yep, that's it.
Play each other once and then reverse fixture next year because you get a lot of useless games of footy in there at the moment. So it's back in the middle. Umpire throws it up in the air. Both right and got it. Den got it nicely down, but there's a lot of players around the footy. Quick kick out of the pack on the left leg. Didn't go too far from Wilson. They just let it play on there. Kramer's got it. Can he get it out of there? No, he's tackled and the umpire just lets him go. The ball's really been scrambling about it. There hasn't been too much clean footy. Handball out in the open space is picked up nicely and got out quickly by Broadway of Seville. Goes to centre wing on the outer side. Nicely control over there by Thomas. What can he do with it? Good looking left foot kick. Oh, the mark's been dropped there by Shin. Umpire lets him go straight back into the hands there of Thomas. What can he do this time? Has got a good leg. The old 1-2. This time, long kick into that forward pocket. Over the back of the pack they go.
That's Tom Stewart-esque, that, mate.
It was indeed, and that could have been Nolan again. So they're out here at the moment, Seville. It's in the hands of Dickinson. Good looking kick, and the mark's been taken over here by Alistair Gray.
Yeah, Gray plays on, didn't waste any time. Oh, by gee, that kick will bring rain. It falls between 3 and will find the sanctuary of the boundary line for a throw in. So I'm going to say something like Bruce McAvaney would. You just get the feeling that Emerald need the next goal here.
Well, with 3 behind, so I reckon they'd want to.
Yeah. Ball, very shallow throw in. Nye had to put in some hard yards. And Stevens was wrapped up by Petter pretty quickly. Secondary stoppage. Nye came in from the side, got the tap down to no one in particular. Wrapped up was Seskus. Umpire will call for it once again. I feel a free kick coming, Leo.
Already? Yep. That player, no one in particular, has been going all right today.
He has. like every week. Nye again, got it down. He got it down to someone that time.
One of his famous teammates, of course, is Rick O'Shea.
Ball back up. I'll give it to Paul that time, who got it down. So once again, no one in particular is this ball is just a scrap, and this will be the 4th stoppage in about 30 seconds.
Here we go.
I'm manufacturing a free kick here.
I broke my pen.
Oh, did you?
It's all right.
Oh, you have to. Oh dear.
No good.
Nye got it down to Stevens. Stevens tried to get a quick kick forward. Petter's got the body over the football. It's trying to scramble its way out. And it's the 5th stoppage in a row. Strawn had it.
It's horrible.
Not good. Straight back up in the air. The umpire's not messing around, which is a good thing. Paul got it down.
There's a chance.
Gone inside forward, 50 through Strawn. It's a tumbler bouncing sort of thing towards the top of the square where Waitman was there in a one-on-one. Comes out the back. Donders has to sit and wait for it. He eventually picks it up, but he was wrapped up by 2 and it's gone out of bounds for a throw-in. Sort of reminds you of the time, Leo, when you spilt your coffee on your pants.
That was accidental. That was hot too. I highly advise you don't do that.
Lucky you didn't do it today.
No, I've got rid of the coffee and learned very quickly not to speak with your hands. I can tell you that right now.
Ball back in. And I think that ball might just go back out, although Waitman did a very good job of keeping it in. And his kick to the top of the square was cut off very nicely there that time. Couldn't quite get who it was. They could be on through the middle here. They're going to use it. Real brave kick to a 2-on-1 that favours Seville, and that's a nice mark going back with a fly to the footy there by your man Nolan.
Oh, good play. Good play too.
Nolan kicks down the line. That's a nice mark too.
Well, yeah, it wasn't even contested, was it really? So,
No. Gray.
Yeah, kicks into the forward 50, and this man coming into the side has certainly let nobody down there, and Jack Strawn, he has been very, very good. Finds himself about 20 metres out, directly in front, kicking to the Gembrook end here at Emerald. He's kicked one, which he did in the first quarter. Jack Strawn going back probably further than what the distance he's got to kick it. And the veteran Paul Bailey, you can probably hit through the FX mic and just suggesting a few things. Coming in now. Hop, skip, jump, Strawn on the left leg. Looks pretty good off the boot. Goal umpire doesn't have to move. He's kicked 2 and Seville will just skip away a little bit further to go to 10-7, 67. They just lead Emerald 6-7, 43, 15, nearly 16 gone quarter number 3. And, well, they just don't want them to get too far in front of them, Emerald. Got to hang on to that. But Nolan's been good both ends of the ground today and just stemmed the tide there. And back to where he usually plays on the back line. I think he reads the ball better coming at him than on the back line. We can read a little bit better than playing forward. But interesting to see him up there at forward, and he did the job there early on as well, because he did kick a couple of goals in that first quarter. So it's back in the middle. Umpire throws out. Olsen probably got it. Batman's drawn once again on his left leg. Kicks it towards the broadcast van. Lands in no man's land. Takes 1 bounce, 2 bounces. A bit of a drift out there. Picked up quickly.
Oh, he's kicked it to us.
He did. There's Jack Thomas. And probably just needed to take that out of bounds. It's gone out in the full, and the free kick here going the way of Brendan Dickinson. He's usually a lovely kick on the left leg. This is no exception. In that forward 50 again. No. Well, just getting shoved out the road, and the ball goes over the back of the pack. Who can pick this up? The speedster in Broadway tries to do so. Can't do it before the boundary line beats him and everybody else, and it's gone out of bounds on the forward pocket for another throw in.
Yep, so boundary throw in a very dangerous position here for Emerald. As Seville have just started to kick away. They're 4 goals ahead at the moment. We're 17 minutes into this third quarter here. After they got the first goal, Seville have kicked the next 2. Getting front position there was Ellison, won the tap, but no one was able to get it out. There's a free kick here. It's going the way of Emerald. That is curled through for a goal, but
should that be 25?
Count.
Well, I think he kicked it as the umpire blew, but it was a great effort there by Broadway. I'm not sure if that went through or not, but
I think it did. It curled through.
Yeah, it was curling back. It was looked good.
But the whistle beat it anyway. There's a little kick coming, or a big kick, I should say, actually, from Jack Thomas. Hits a target there in Donders. And Donders just looks ahead. You think he'll probably just continue to move it up the outer side of the ground. Just taking his time. All right, he just goes with that long kick up the line. There's a few players here.
What's a mark,
congregating. Leo calls for a mark. He doesn't get it. I think getting in there that time was Lang. But nonetheless, that's a pretty good kick there. Hits up a teammate there.
Oh, he's had a bounce.
Hoy gets it moving. Oh, he's had another bounce.
Oh,
no! Ball behind.
Sorry, Aiden.
Oh, Hoy's absolutely
geez.
stuffed it up. This kick's still going inside 50. Chin's there.
Oh,
and he
Chin.
takes
He's
the
off.
mark.
He's off.
Chin plays on. He's going to have a shot at goal here. That's a pretty
Oh,
he has no. It's fallen short. It's all happening here at Emerald.
Oh, Bill Laurie, how you going?
Oh, dear, oh me, this is unbelievable. And the ball punched away there by Hanson. They keep it in play here and cut off there that time. I think it's by Michael Condello.
What a sequence.
And they get a reprieve. It's not Michael Condello because I just saw him running up the ground there before. Nolan's there and he takes a good mark.
Well, that's 25, but poor old Hoy, you know, when ambition gets ahead of ability, it just kills you every time, doesn't it?
Yep, that's it.
That would have brought the bloody Puffing Billy crowd down too. They would have gone off.
Absolutely. Chin should have kicked it just a bit short. Sorry, Aiden. How you going, Aiden? We're interrupting you while you're speaking.
Seskus throws it onto the boot and the ball trickles out of bounds. I'm going to give that to you, Liam. It's in my blind spot.
Yeah, eat your food, Aiden, before it gets too cold, for God's sake.
Right. Oh, it's all good. There's nothing worse than we're sitting here starving. You've got the smell of chips and chicken.
That's why you wait before the game.
Well,
that's not a dig at you, Leo. That's a dig at Aiden.
I was busy.
No, I know you were. You do a very good job. Ball back in. Paul got it down. Petter trying to get the boot.
Oh!
And someone's nearly been decapitated there. And yeah, that was right. And the free kick's going to be taken by Wilson. So they need a mark from this forward 50 entry. Chin's too short, unfortunately. Probably not the right man to kick to, especially in a 2-on-1.
Especially when he's 3 feet short.
Yeah, exactly right.
At one end. And,
Dion Prestia size height, really. 4 foot nothing.
He tried.
Oh, my word, he tried. So Seville, thump one down the wing. This is coming towards us. Coming in from the side, but couldn't quite take the mark was Ellison. And it's gone out the back. Petter might have been the intended target, but Seskus does a good job to get it. Umpires found a free kick for too high. They just have to score from this entry here, you feel. So Seskus, who will go short to that pocket. There we go. Ahoy!
Chin's there.
Yeah, Chin was there. Came off hands, out of bounds for a throw in. We've gone exactly 20. We're into time on. It's a 4-goal margin, 6-7 to 10-7. They've just got a bit more ascendancy back here, Seville. Emerald are pretty good at coming home like a wet sail. They nearly did that last week against Berwick Springs, so I'm not going to rule them out entirely, but they need the next goal.
Oh, that's
Ball
a
comes to
terrific
the
mark.
wing. Yep. Johann's taking the mark with a silent D. Gave it off to Broadway. Broadway was turned inside out. It was fisted away by Petrarca. Comes to ground intelligently, dribbled forward there by Thomas. Thomas got around one. Petter handballs over the top to Gottschalk, and he ran out of space. And he's still gone out of bounds. I think the umpires are going to confer here.
Taylor Presley will sort him out, don't you worry. There you go.
Yeah, she's a pretty confident boundary ump.
Absolutely.
Does a good job. Her and her sister.
Yep, terrific. Good to see him. Give themselves a lot of confidence. She says, I'm going to throw it in. And so
Good
she does.
action too.
Yeah, it's good action, good throwing. Then gets a tap out over the back. All the speeds are there. I thought got tackled without the football. The umpire says it's all right. They're in waiting. It's turned over once again. Quick kick came out of the pack, and the mark's been taken. And here they go. This is Ellison. Got it off Hanson. Oh, it goes. Oh, I don't know why they want to do that, quite frankly. It's a dangerous kick, not gaining anything from it. Just allow Seville to get back into the back line. Good long kick, forward pocket, near the pavilion inside the ground. Over the shoulder it went. Broadway's down there as well. The speedster for Seville. Runs all the way to the boundary line. Umpire said it's okay. Left foot kick. Oh, it's high, wide, and handsome. Who wants to have this? Oh, he went up, took 2 grabs at it, but couldn't hang on to it. It was Jared Donders. A quick kick out of the pack this time. That was by Petrarca of Seville. Here they go now. Oh, who has it? Deng's got it. I don't want it. A bit of a throw, says Liam. Condello's got it. And that was Michael. Over goes to Fleming. Into that forward pocket. Unfortunately, kicks Errant, and the mark's been taken there by Lang.
Yeah, Lane with the footy. He will opt to switch play. This is what Geelong do, and it sort of upsets me up the wall sometimes when I get frustrated with it. Thomas kicks even further down the line. Yep, that's the sort of kick that upsets me when it doesn't hit a target, but they still manage to get away with the footy here. Seskus handball. They go backwards to go forwards. That's Petter. I can tell that is with the flashy orange boots. Kicks good, like they usually are off the boot of Petter. And he's found a teammate, but they've just got a little bit stagnant here because Seville have gotten back in numbers. That's just the kick and hope inside forward 50, and it's come off a few times today, but that is a cracking mark taken overhead by it. Yep. They switch play here. They bring it broadcast side. That kick's a little bit ambitious because it's a 3-on-1. Hoy came off the bench. Petrarca met it. Hoy handballs back to Hanson. Hanson handballs over the top. This should find the boundary
It's out.
line, and it does. Oh, and it was pushed into the fence.
Oh, I couldn't see that, but that's not a good thing. And
Free kick
umpire
paid.
says you can't do that, boys.
That's against Broadway.
Okay.
The free kick's going the way of Pepe.
Well, that's how my blind spot you saw it, Liam. So you called it.
I hate that when that happens. You push him into the fence. It's just stupid. I don't know why you do it.
Oh!
Outnumbered and outsized there, quite frankly, was Chin. The ball comes out the back right into the bright part of where the sun is at the moment. Bailey Scortino was the first to find the footy. Flying shot on goal. Well, it's from Isaac Seskus, but it's gone across to the right, through from behind.
Oh, just wasting a few opportunities. 6-8-44 now. Emerald trailing Seville 10-7, 67, 23 and a half gone. Quarter number 3. And just dearly love to get a goal here, Emerald. Coming into 3/4 time.
Good dim sims, Aiden.
Yes, no, good Sims, good chips and gravy as well
Yeah,
here.
that's
Emerald.
good that you shared them as well. The kicking. This is Scortino. Jai coming in from full-back for Seville. Centre wing up the back. Nolan. He's been dominant this quarter and he just judges the flight of the ball quite well too. And goes straight down the centre ground. If they go, well, that's a good strong mark. Umpire didn't pay it. I would have. On the ground, umpire just says you got him in the head. And that's against Petrarch, and the free kick there going to Wyatt of Wyatt Hanson. Plays on straight away. Donders has got it. Handball's
brave handball.
Oh, we've got to get rid of this quickly. Kicked as he pushed as he's kicked it was Seskus. Goes to the full forward area, but the mark here has been taken by O'Kane.
O'Kane's kick to the outer side was good, and they could be out here through the services of Waitman. And
Oh,
Waitman's
look at
kick
this.
is delightful to Brendan Dickinson.
on the
and
ground.
his kick wasn't good. It was a grubber. Comes
like
to
him.
ground. Mitch Gottschalk was the first one there. He lost it. Flying shot on goal has missed the whole lot. It's gone out of bounds on the full and has just bounced out of the ground. It's probably made its way out of the Gembrook Cockatoo Road and probably been hit by the 695 bus.
Oh, there you go. The 695. I didn't know what the bus number was. Fleming did that. Got the push as you kicked. Thank goodness. Free kick here going to. Looks like Donders back there. It is. Or he wants to switch play as well. Not going to do much scoring out there. It's still a one-on-one situation. It goes from one boundary line to the other and it just goes out of bounds. And can't see the why and wherefore of that. You got some scores for us over there, Aidan.
Let's have a look at Premier Division here, Lau. I've got it all ready to go. Olympia Ferny Creek, 12-8-80. Upway Tacoma, 5-2-32. Pakenham, 14-7-91 to Officer, 4-5-29. Narry Warren, 15-9-99, leading Monbulk, 3-4-22. Wooriallic, 10-14-74, leading Wandon, 5-11-41.
Okay, thanks very much. Collier took the mark out there for Emerald, puts it in the centre of the ground, but no one there for Emerald. Door chain of handballs finds its way back in the hands of Seville. Over the back they go. This man's trying hard, and Hanson dropped what he probably should have taken. Umpire says you're sitting on top of the ball, you're going to get... Oh, I thought he just crossed his arms there. I thought he was going to say you're not trying to get it out. And so they're going to ball it up. 50 out from Seville's goal. Nobody got that tap out. There's a lot of players around that footy at the moment. Bit of tug of war happening over there at the moment. Condello Michael tried to get it out, but Emerald have got it once
Careful.
again. That's a trick. Yeah, the tackle just slipped down a bit low there by Dickinson, and probably lucky to get away with it there, Jared Donders.
Division 1 scores real quick, boys. Yarra Glen, 7-3-45, trailing Berwick Springs, 10-9-69. Gembrook Cockatoo, 8-6-54, trailing Hillsville, 10-8-68. And obviously this game here as well, 6-8-44, 2-7-10.
Struggling a bit there, Brooks, and doing quite well. They also, oh!
No prior.
And Division 2, Broadford Yea, 3-3-21, Yarra Junction, 11-11-77. King, 14-14-98, are leading Alexander, 7-9-51.
Thanks very much.
You can't tell that they're not having a crack here. I'll tell you what, bodies being thrown around everywhere. Here's Jack Thomas, who was the recipient of the free kick. The bump that came in from the side was just a little bit too high. And that is a siren. That's a
Short quarter, only 26 minutes.
yeah, very short quarter.
Hang on, there's a free kick down the ground, I think, boys. You just have to wait about this. Umpires are going to confer. It's going to go to Emerald. The free kick's gone down the ground to about 50 plus metres out and having a shot. There's Jack Thomas. It might have been a 25-metre penalty. I beg your pardon. I thought it was a down the ground free kick.
He's a fair way out. Has he got the journey layer?
We needed a 50-metre penalty. Yeah, or he's got to kick at 50. Can do it. Oh, he's getting close to the man on the mark. Oh, he's put a good right boot into it. It won't come back from that side, though. That's the only trouble. And it just didn't quite make the distance. So it is three-quarter time here at the hangar at Emerald. And at three-quarter time, we see Emerald. 6-8-44. Trail Seville, 10-7-67. Goal kickers on the park at the moment for Emerald. 2 to Paddy Chin. Singles to Lockie Hoy, Lachlan Colliole, Jake Petter, and also Ben Kramer. And for Seville, The goalkeeper coaching and doing a great job there in the VFL as well as the umpire holds the ball off for the start of what is the last quarter. Seville 67, lead Emerald a 44, and up they go in the air. Dan got the little tap out. It's got the short sleeves on for the last quarter, boys. So it must have raised a bit of a sweat.
Gotten awfully dark too, Leo. The
Hasn't
lights
it?
are starting to come on.
Yeah, lights are kicking in. Dan got another tap out here. First goal vitally important according to Liam Vertigan. Kicked off the ground, going the wrong way. Emerald trying to pick the football up now. It does so. Jansen, the skipper. Haven't seen too much of him today. Normally very prolific. It's in the open spaces, leading in the race for the football, but couldn't take it on the first grab was Rich. He still goes a bit further forward, but they're outnumbered once again. Little handball comes out. Scortino Bailey got it to a teammate. Very, very short. Strawn took the mark. Umpire said it wasn't far enough. And he's been good since he's come in. Someone called my name out there in the FX mic, I believe. But never mind. There goes the bell. Round 3. I don't know what's happening at the moment, but we've got some ads happening. Joey, what are you doing to us? Umpire just lets it go. Is that Broadway on the bottom? I think it is. Can't see it. It's too small. Puffin Billy's coming. Duck. And we're right in front of our broadcast van. Ball hasn't gone anywhere at the moment. Dang. Big tap out. Nobody's going there to receive it. Picking up there on the secondary bounce was quite doubles. Petter. Gotcha. Umpire says played on advantage now. On the right foot they go. Bit of a wobbly old kick by Lowe. Goes into that forward pocket, but the mark's been taken. And that looks like it's either Broadway or Dickinson. It could be Dickinson. And it's about 35, 40 metres out. And Brendan Dickinson has kicked 1 goal 1. Did that in the first quarter. And this is a perfect spot for a left footer. I would back him to kick it. Liam.
You could just about start the car if he kicks this, I reckon, Leo. This would take it out to 29. Dickinson. On his approach, left footer. Holding its line. Oh, it's held its line beautifully, but it's been touched on the line.
Oh, well, would have got through. Unfortunately, just distance and a problem there. But first score, last quarter.
Too.
There it goes. I'll look after you. Seville, 10-8, 68, 6-8. 44 Emerald. We've got a 4-goal deficit at the moment. They need to get it up there quickly. Emerald, long kick out from full back. Scoreboard side the ground. Straight through the hand of Donders. Umpires just lets him play on. Picked up there by Fleming. What can he do? It squares into the centre corridor. And this man, he's been terrific, hasn't he, since he came into the side. Jack Strawn on the left foot. Why go out there, son? No good. Turns the ball over. No, they dropped the mark to Emerald. Had an opportunity to do that. Running the football over. The football was Johan. And there goes the message. Thanks, Aidan or Liam.
Jason. I'll say that's Jason.
It's Joey. Oops. Actually hit the play button. That's all right, Joey. We never make a mistake. That's your first warning.
Ball back up in the air. Paul got the hit out. It was my favourite ad too. It was the Yarra Valley Railway. Tackled with the footy there. That time was Thomas. Probably very lucky not to get a hole in the ball call there, Aidan. And from all reports, your Bombers are home.
No, they're not yet, Liam. They're definitely not yet home.
They were 9 points in front when I last looked.
They are 9 points, but there's 2 minutes to go, and Sydney are about to kick a goal here.
You're watching it, aren't you?
No.
He's not very professional, is he, Liam? We don't do things like that, do we?
No, I watched a horse race once in the commentary box last year, and I got up, and I probably regret that a little bit too much. Paul came down to ground in the ruck, and he got the tap too. And this is an awful congestion around the football here, but Emerald somehow get it out to the outer side wing. Held his position that time, did Nolan. Couldn't take the mark. He'll eventually get the handball.
Well done.
By golly, by crikey, it's gotten dark here. Here is Bailey. Gave it to Scortino, who sends a high up and under ball to the outer side, but standing his ground and taking a very important mark there is unknown. Couldn't quite see who that was. Either way, he thumps one down the line in front of Hoy, but look who again. Another intercept mark to Nolan. That's
taking a few, hasn't he?
He's gone down to the back line now here. Playing a Tom Stewart-esque role. A couple of intercept marks already.
Did that in the last quarter too. I think we made mention. If you had been paying attention, Aidan, you wouldn't have known that, wouldn't he?
Broadway. 15 all. Leo's getting a few pot shots in on us today.
Well, too much
fair
caffeine.
enough.
Not sure. This will keep me awake in Geelong for a 12-goal slapping tonight.
He's confident.
Yeah, knowing us will win by 4 goals. King
No, he's
Short
not confident.
came off the knees of Nye. Got a few metres on it. Oh, you got to be careful there. Got short. He was nearly run down. Leo says he got a handball. I agree. Nice kick was cut off by Donders.
There they go.
Now they're away. This is where they need a goal. Who can get the mark here? It was to a one-on-one that probably favoured Van Rossen a little bit, but he couldn't bring it to ground. Nolan again. And that's a kick short. Still got control of the footy here. It's just at a bit of a stagnant sort of speed here. That'll be a free kick for chopping the arms.
Whoop,
You've got to go
gotta get
back behind
your
your mark. You
Yeah.
can't do that. That's just silly.
Oh, it's just silly, isn't it?
Better not rain, by the way.
No, it won't do that.
I think it's going to hold off.
It's only
I could check the weather radar if we'd like, boys, just to make sure. But
Rang a mate up in Queensland today. It wasn't raining up there. It was teeming up there.
a monsoon.
Oh, my goodness. They're expecting 200 to 300 mil of rain. Can you believe that? Anyway, back in Emerald. It shouldn't rain up here at the moment. Big long kick into the goal square. Opportunity here for Seville. Over the back of the pack it went, and it's gone over everybody's head for a behind. And just going a little bit further, and that could be very handy. A point there to Seville. 10-9-69. They lead Emerald 6-8-44. 5.5 gone in the last quarter. No score to Emerald so far. They need to get it out here. Kick towards the broadcast side of the ground. I think he's being held and or pushed. And the free kick here going the way of Thomas of Emerald. Plays on straight away. In fact, it might have been Petter. Goes down to the half-forward line. Over the back of the pack. Couldn't hang on to that mark. Did quite well to recoup and get the ball back. Was Iacone. Goes across to a teammate. Put him under a lot of pressure. With a poor tackle. Sees a free kick going to go the way of the Blues. And this is going to go the way of Scortino. And this is Bailey. Wants to play on straight away. Runs through the middle of the ground. Puts his teammate under pressure there in Scortino. Joys, bro. Thanks very much, bro. Goes out the other side of the ground. Nice little long kick. Nice little long kick. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't matter. Goes down there anyway in front of the scoreboard, and they keep playing on. Opportunity now. Big kick down in the forward line by O'Kane. Centre half forward. Nobody can hang on to the mark at the moment. Seville just getting a bit better at the moment. Going in there for Emerald was Chin. What's he doing up there? There's an opportunity now. Broadway on the right foot. Has a ping at the goals.
Quite get it.
Bombers
And it's
are
gone
home,
out
Maiden.
the full.
Yep, they are home, Liam.
And it just sneaks out there. Who's home?
Essendon are home, Leo. Would you believe it?
Wouldn't care. Good old Benny Rutten. Just been signed up for another 3-year contract
Yeah,
after
probably
that
has.
win. Throw in, forward pocket. The rain looks like it might be coming down over in that particular corner. No, it's not.
I didn't like that one.
The truck.
Yes, the truck.
He's a good bloke too. Used to wear the biggest shorts in Adelaide size. He did.
Triple XL.
Triple extra large.
Triple extra large.
Second biggest shorts, Eddie Betts.
He cost him the final in 2009, if you remember, Leo.
I don't remember anything.
Held Jack Anthony and gave away the free kick, which led to the match-winning goal.
Yeah, don't know anything after breakfast this morning. And it's going to be another ball up.
Oh, that's good.
Still 50 metres out.
Just the way he says it too. Don't know anything after breakfast this morning, eh?
Yep.
Ball back up. Yeah, that was definitely a hit out that time to Paul as a light aircraft goes over the bomber land.
Jeez, I was hoping that. I didn't
Over
know
the
whether
hanger.
those Tim Sims started to react there with us.
Another little crispy. Oh, the coffee has gotten to Leo. Ball back up. Nye tries to fist forward.
Here we go.
Couldn't get it. Chin. What's
Going the
he
wrong
doing
way. He's
at
going the wrong
halfback?
way. That's it.
Sends a little inside out. Nah. Sliding mark was tried to be taken by Lang. He couldn't hold on to it.
Ooh.
And someone's been decapitated again. Real high contact.
Having a bit of a giggle about it though.
Yeah, Garjanovic.
Didn't he play tennis last night? No, no.
Tom Yanovich, are you thinking of? Donders.
Is that kick going?
Switches the outer side again to a little bit of sun. Kicks inside forward 50. Oh, what a mark going back with a flight of the footy
Scortino.
there. Jai Scortino.
Yeah, good
Sorry,
mark.
Tino.
I think it's Scortino you
Yeah,
find,
I
Oden.
think it's scored. There's a C, mate.
There's a C.
SCI.
Yeah, SC can mean sorrow as well.
Don't try and make a mistake. You
Well,
could
we've been going with Scortino for 12 months, Oden. You've been here 5
really?
minutes. Lane's
minutes.
kick inside forward 50 was cut off once again by Bailey. I think it's Scortino.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's funny when you're in a hole with a shovel. You just don't want to dig yourself any deeper, right? And get out.
Oh, you
before
don't know me, Leo.
But anyway,
Once you're in a hole, you're not getting out.
this bloke's been great.
Yeah, he has been.
So Strawn with it on the left leg, straight towards the scoreboard, which reached 69-44. The Blues doing it quite nicely, just keeping the Emerald side out of it at the moment. Amble inboard, we all 1-2. Quick kick off the pack there by Waitman, goes into that goal square area. Here's the chance now. Seville, no, they can't get it. Who's
Oh, that's a
incorrect
disposal.
disposal? Surely the umpire says it's okay. Knocked out the tackle, play on, and now I'm going to ball it up. Oh, got a wave one there, I thought. Yeah, just a big fella there in Allenson, got tackled beautifully. I think he gave him the benefit of the doubt. Well done to the Aussie cricketers, by the way, and the basketballers too, going quite nicely. Knocked off Japan in basketball, knocked off Sri Lanka in, 10-wicket win. Well done.
Yep.
Not hard to do.
Not too bad. Anyway, they come back in now. All goes
Right
one
by
way,
Sri
goes
Lanka.
other. Little check side kick by the right foot there of Condello. Michael couldn't quite get the angle right. There's another big, long, high kick. Comes off Peter Petrarca.
Nah.
Not making the distance and getting dark out there. The lights haven't kicked in just yet.
There's the yellow footy.
Yeah, that would have been Andy, and it has gone out of bounds right in front of that Karcher sign. perform under pressure. Hayden.
Boundary throw in right in front of the scoreboard here at Emerald, and it's still a 25-point margin here for the visitors, who are looking to maintain their spot on top of the ladder. As 9 Allison go at it, no one wins the tap. They kind of just waltz away from it, and the ball's still just bobbling along the ground here for the moment. Eventually Emerald win it out. The handball that time went out to Petter, but he was tackled straight away. Now they get the ball moving forward, trying to run onto it. Here this time is Gross, and now they can getting in there. That time there was Rich. Couldn't win the footy though. The ball looks like it's locked up here, and the umpire's going to come in and ball it up. It's on the wing, on the outer side of the ground here. So Emerald are gaining a little bit of ground there.
He's gone quite well, that he started Gross and he's worked his way up to Gross.
Gross, yes, that's it.
Not too bad at all.
The S might become silent pretty soon. He'll become Grow. But anyway, they keep the ball moving here, Seville.
There we go.
And the ball just trickling around. Petrarca gets onto it. Handball's inboard here to his teammate that time there in Fleming. Fleming just puts it up and under.
Oh, great mark.
Great mark. Magnificent there. We'll figure out who that is in a moment.
Keep watching.
Kick to a teammate there in Donders. Wasn't the best though, but running onto it here, I think this time is it's that man there in Janovic. And now the ball just trickling along the bench. Oh, that is crunching bump there, laid by the skipper there in Jansen against his opposing player.
High, surely.
And Lamb's calling for high. It's going to be balled up, and Lamb, I'm going to hand it over to you. It's in my blind spot.
Well, it definitely was high. No doubt about that. Don't know how there wasn't a free kick code there. Should have been a free kick 100%. Ball back up. Umpire calls for it again. Even the Seville trainer wasn't too puffed about that. He was shaking his head. He was in front of the broadcast box just a second ago. And I got the hit out. Here is Waitman. Centres the footy. It's gone right across to the opposite pocket where all the locals are, sitting on the back of their trailers.
Yeah, Mitch Thomas was the marker of that mark. So that's the terminology.
Here are interchanges.
Well, trying to get the runners back out there, aren't they, Seville? Nicholson coming back onto the ground as well. Some terrific heights here at Emerald as well. Hopefully they'll kick him before we finish this game at the moment. But Seville at the right end of the ground for them, trying to get it out there. Petter got a quick kick for Emerald, but they're going very, very short. Can they get out here? Another little short pass, just trying to work their way through Emerald. Right in front of the scoreboard, 69 leads 44. Just haven't scored at the moment, Emerald. They just can't get the balls. They're trying to switch play now. Interchanging with players. Luck's the fortunate. You come off the ground there, and Thomas comes back onto the ground, finds himself all alone. Bang! Oh, there's a Shepherd coming through.
Jansen had he had Broadway lined up for all money there.
Oh, he got the handball received. Unfortunately, got tackled straight away. Spills out of his hands, so Seville can get the rebound. Want a handball? Go kick. Fans a little bit short. The old 1-2. Quick hands there by Michael Gondello. Go over to a teammate and puts it back into the centre corridor. Was a Gray of Seville. Here's an opportunity now on the right foot. Petrarca swings right across goals, and it has snuck through for another behind to the Seville Blues. 10-10-70. They lead Emerald 6-8-44. Haven't bothered the scoreboards. We're already halfway through the quarter, boys, at the 13-minute mark.
Won't be a long quarter the way we're going, Leo. 3 behind scored.
Well, it goes faster with the more caffeine you got. Half-back flank, Emerald. They just can't get it up the end of the ground, can they? They've really zoned off well here, Seville. You can see they're all bunched up. There's nobody south of the square at the moment, and Seville really just blocked up that centre area for Emerald. They can't get through it. They've either got to handball their way over it or kick their way over it.
Out of bounds.
And quick kick come around the corner. It's gone out of bounds in front of the interchange gate here at Emerald. 13 minutes gone. AFL, have a mighty. I'll just go and check the Mighty Brooks. Any scores from around town?
I'll have a look at the scores from around town, Leo. Let's have a look at the game face app.
Well, in the meantime, ball back in, Aidan. Just let me know when you get them up.
I've got them up here now, Liam. Melinda Fernie
for it.
Creek, 14-10-94, leading up by Tacoma, 6-3-39. Pakenham, 20 goals, 8, 128, are leading Officer, 4-6-30. Narry Warren, 19-10, 124, are leading Monbulk, 3-5-23. Woori Alec, 14-15-99, leading Wandon, 6-14-50. I was waiting for you to say game over again there, Leo, but we missed out. Yarra Glen 8-3-51 are trailing Berwick Springs 15-11, 101. Gembrook Cockatoo 9-7-61 are trailing Hillsville 14-10-94. And finally in Division 2, Broadford Yea 4-5-29 are trailing Yarra Junction 11-17-83. And Kinglake 19-17, 131 are leading against Alexandra 8-10-58.
Thanks very much, Aidan. And just getting corrected here by teacher Liam.
At least you tipped Wandon. We went down together.
I would have tipped Uri if I was part of that tipping. But
Well, you're a hero, aren't you, Aidan?
yes, I am. I've got my cape out and everything.
No. He's got his underpants on the outside. The handball came out at the moment there. You're going to get caught.
That's holding the ball.
It's holding the ball, but they stole it anyway. The old 1-2. Chin gets it back. Well, that's a handball over the top, if you want to call it that. Could have been a throw. Big Shepherd off the ball. Shot on goal from Seskis. I don't think it's going to be allowed. He's kicked the goal. The umpire said, nah, and legal Shepherd off the ball. I think it was right. And that's a bit of a shame because Seskis put it straight through the middle. And that's a turnover, and it's going to go the way of Seville in the agency of Nicholson.
No one's bothering to get footy for...
that's a bit of a shame because it's a good bit of play, although the Chin handball was a little bit throwish.
Poor old Paul Bailey's had to jump the foot. Is that rain?
It could be.
Sounds a lot like it.
Oh, no, it might be the ladies warming up for the game after.
Oh, it could be. They do a bit of a warm-up around the outside, don't they? I forgot there's the ladies' game. If you've got some more footy, come on up here to the hangar. And who are the women playing, actually, Liam?
Seville and Yarra Junction, I think.
Seville, Yarra Junction. They've been going quite well too. So they're off and running now. They go back in the centre corridor. Why? I've got no idea. You had a free player in Petrarca standing right in front of us. The umpire lets it go at the moment. A little tell no, I was going to say it was a handball coming out, but a good tackle laid there by Brendan Dickinson. Slows the play up, and it's right in the centre of the ground.
So ball up here in the centre. It's going to be Nye. And this time it's going to be Paul in the ruck against Nye. And the kick goes forward here for Seville. Emerald with the numbers back here, running onto it there was Mitch Thomas. He's taken tackle straight away.
Got a smack in the ear for his trouble too.
Liam's calling in the back, but the umpire's having none of it. So ball up at half forward here now for Seville.
2 cups of coffee. He's become quite aggressive, hasn't he, Aidan?
Yeah, that's
over
it.
Here, Liam.
And Paul and Nye in the ruck again. I think Nye won the tap, but it was straight to an Emerald player. They get the ball moving along the outer side here. Trying to get onto it there was a teammate there in Rich, but Seville get it here.
Well done.
Condello puts it inside the forward 50. Not a bad kick, but cut off at the last moment. This is Michael Condello. He can't quite get it. Now trying to run onto it here is Harry Lang. Ball trickling towards the boundary line. Lang just sockers it forward. That was actually quite effective in the end. It hit up Pepe, and now they can keep it moving here. How does this kick work? It's to a 2-1 contest in favour of Seville. And the ball trickles over the boundary line. It'll be thrown back into play for the time being. So just willing it forward there for the time being were Emerald. They did pretty well in defence, and now they're an opportunity. The ball about 60 metres away from goal. And it looks like it'll be Nye and Paul in the ruck once again.
They've got to make something of this forward push here, Emerald, just to give themselves half a chance, I think.
Yep, you're spot on there, Liam. As Paul gets front position there, and he won the tap out to his teammate that time. And Wilson taking in a tackle.
Yeah, no prize. Good tackle by Strawn, but had the arm pinned.
Yep, that's it. It's going to be balled up here, so still about 60 metres out. Nye got front position there, but no one could take it. Busting in there trying to get it. I think that time was Wilson. No, it was actually Josh Rich. So they go again, repeat stoppages here. Nye, I think, won the tap there that time. Just throwing it onto the boot there was Dylan Broadway. But no one from Seville winning the ball here. It's still on the ground, trying to get in there with Strawn. Strawn taking in a tackle. And it's going to be balled up right in front of our commentary position here. So another stoppage, plenty of them at the moment. Nye with front position, taps it down there. I think that's one of the Condellos. It is, in fact, Michael. Kick goes forward there. Chin couldn't take the mark, but he gets the crumbs. Handballs, that's a pretty good one there to Seskis. He just throws the ball onto the boot. Can they get a mark here? No, they can't. And they're going to get it out here through Alex Condello, I think. No. The young man there, Chin, was there. Coming in there was the man with the biggest number on the ground, Kramer. And that's a funny little kick there. And it's going to trickle across the boundary line, Leo. Yeah,
check side kick from probably not check side pocket there. Tried to dribble it through. Tough pocket to kick from there, Benny Kramer. He's kicked 1 goal this afternoon. Unfortunately for Emerald, it went right across goal, but they're still in it. It's forward pocket, throw in, taking place. Taylor Priestley, she throws it in quite nicely as well. Over the back it goes. Chin's got it once more. Little handball over the top. Donda's got it. Just handball it straight back up in the air. Broadway went through. Lost the ball on the way through. Chin done another good tackle there for Emerald. Umpire just lets it go as the ball just spills out the outer side. Getting quite dark here. Trying to get through there. Unfortunately for Seville, Broadway couldn't get it. The ball just gets thrown out. I think that could be Donda's with it. Now it gets suspended. The crowd want the ball. I can't even see the jolly thing. And it's in there. I think Chin's at the bottom of that. Quick kick came out the pack by Seville. Nobody there at all. Emerald get it, play on straight away, and standing all on at the top of the 40-metre mark. Taking a mark is Jack Thomas. Must kick this. 19.5 gone. Haven't scored this quarter, Emerald. They've been quite good till now. And earlier in the piece, all the goals kicked at that Gembrook end. So far, the only scores have been 3 behinds. And they've all gone to Seville. So very tight quarter. They've defended quite well, the Blues. So Emerald, can they kick the first goal of the last quarter? It'll be a very short quarter otherwise. From about 40 metres out. It's come off the boot pretty good. Umpire says, I agree with that. And the crowd, the Puff and Billy boys, said that's great. And nearly, there they go.
Oh, no. They're going again.
I'll let the sound effects might pick that up. 7-8-50, 20 points adrift, 10-10, 77. We are now 20 minutes gone, a last quarter. Can they should have been kicking towards the Pavia then, shouldn't they, in the last quarter, getting the crowd behind them?
Well, there's still a chance, Lee. If they kick another one quick, they'll find more voice.
Well, if they kick another 3 goals, 1 and the other side don't score, they'll win.
Oh, thank you very much, Leo. Very good observation.
Oh, maths. I love maths.
Bought us 4 goals straight.
Ball back up in the air. Knight, yep, dominant all day. Got the ball down, wrapped up straight away as Dickinson in the middle. And that ain't going anywhere. It'll be another ball up. 20-40 gone. Up she goes, down she comes. Nye front position, got it down against that time Paul. And I'm sensing a free kick coming. 50 plays 70. Up it goes again. Paul got the tap that time, but Nye did their own roving there and got a little grubber forward. Tapping it to advantage that time was Gray. They're just about inside forward 50, although Emerald are doing okay to hold up. And there'll be another ball up. 21 and a bit gone, 20 points. Can they find another big effort here, the Bombers? Nye got it down. And it went down to Pedder. They bring it away.
1, 2.
Two goes at it, Hoy. Needs something from this kick here. He's opted to switch play. Dickinson nearly fell over, but still got the kick away, and he's kicked it straight back to a Bombers jumper this time. It's Thomas, the goal kicker. Too slow, you've got to move it. Start taking some risks. That kick is a risk. Good mark. Going back was Nye to try and intercept it, but the mark's been taken by Thomas. Thomas thumps one down the line. It's been marked. Wilson, thank you, Leo. This is where they need a mark. It's another forward entry. Comes to ground. Well read by Broadway. Broadway's handball was a ripper. Shrugging the tackle there. I think that might have been Nolan, actually.
It was.
He's a thumping kick, and that ball's gone to about 60. That's crunching bump there. There we go again. They're inside forward 50 here. Seville, they might be able to put the nail in the coffin here if they get a shot. Here is a shot on goal. Oh, start the car. Oh, that umpire's been crunched into.
Oh, no.
What a goal.
He hasn't moved either.
Oh,
That's his 3rd, Jack Strawn.
I reckon that's Cam Darwell up there. He's all right. He got absolutely cleaned up. Now, if he can't give a decision, what is it? You're the goal umpire specialist rules man.
No, that would be a goal nonetheless, Leo. I think we're just going to forget old mate from the other end down.
Reminds me of the old black and white film of that Collingwood bloke who got up and wobbled and wiggled and fell over after he got it.
They signalled it.
Yeah, well done, Cameron.
Had to signal it. That was a magnificent goal. One step on the left boot, bang, straight through the middle.
So 11-10, 76.
And the Puffing Billy boys are still chanting Seville.
7-8-50. Now, hopefully that's not a reportable offence for hitting the goal umpire, surely.
Well, Hipwood got referred straight to the tribunal.
Well, so he should. He's actually pushed the player into the... He should get weeks for that. You just do not do that. That's dead set danger. That was accidental. And got to give it to Cam Darwell. Stood his ground well. And up he got and signalled the goal. So that could put the nail in the coffin there to Emeralds. They did quite well. And Strawn's been a beauty since he's come in the side. He had it again. Umpire says, no, there's a free kick. It's going to go the way of Emerald. And Mitch Thomas has got it. But the advantage has been paid. That was a late call by the umpire. Kick off the ground's been marked out there at centre half back. And Seville, they can relieve the pressure straight away. That looks like Fleming out there. Goes
that goal
out to the wing.
umpire's done for the day too. He's being replaced.
Okay, so he's got a bit of a shock. He got hit pretty hard, didn't he? So I think there's someone looking after him down there. Is it one of the runners or the umpires there? Scorekeeper watching it for me if you could, Liam.
That's his the Seville trainer.
Okay, very good indeed. So off they go now, straight down the middle of the ground to Seville. Sorry, our eyes was off the ball at the moment. Broadway, boy, overran the football. Good enough to go back and get it. Zigzags, ducks underneath it, and he's going to be pinged for incorrect disposal, holding the ball, all 3 of them. And just couldn't get out of the three-way tackle there, Broadway. And Emerald get the resulting free kick.
I think they just pulled something out of the crowd here, boys, to do these last few minutes.
Oh, no, it looks like Mr. Tucker out there, so that's all right. He is an ex-goal umpire. He's only got one leg at the moment. Strawn on the left leg once again into that forward pocket for Seville. Beats everybody, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw-in.
He's so professional. Oh, that is so good.
What's the point?
No, there you go. You're spot on there, Leo. He definitely knows what he's doing.
Well, he's a goal umpire.
Oh, there you go.
He's hasn't been umpiring because he's team manager for Seville at the moment and got a couple of bad knees. So there you go. What else would you like to know?
By Broadway, it's inside 50 here now for Seville once again. And we're there with the numbers. And ball just bobbling around. That's a dumping tackle. Holding the ball is paid, and Emerald are wasting no time. The kick hits a teammate this time here in Wilson. They're going to move it up the outer side of the ground, but the ball's been turned over. Seville back inside 50. That's a great kick, and it hits up Condello, I think, in the Michael variety. If he'll turn around for us, we'll find out. Yes, it is Michael Condello.
Well, I thought it was Mr. Tucker. It isn't. So it is someone out of the crowd.
Watch the goal umpire here if this goes through for a goal. The very theatrical AFL-esque goal umpiring and the wave flag, the flag waving, I should say.
Condello hasn't hit the scoreboard yet today, so this is his chance to really seal the deal for this game. They're already 27 points ahead, this to make it 33 with about 26 minutes gone in the final quarter. Nice steady approach, kick looks pretty good.
Look at the goal umpire.
And he strutted the line. He strutted the line beautifully there, Liam. He signalled it well. That is a goal, and that is just about it here.
Look at the flags. Look at
Jembrook. Liam, if you'll stop interrupting me for 2 seconds,
that's fantastic.
Please. That is absolutely, that is a good kick there. And yes, no, very good bit of goal umpiring.
You probably want part, you want, what, 10%?
Yep.
Something
yeah, no,
like
that's
that.
fair enough.
Done a great job to step in, and look, we do hope Cameron's all right, Cam Darwell. Took a nasty knock there, didn't he? But walked off. Back in the middle now, 83 leads 50, and done a good job here in the last quarter. Have Seville Blues, up they go, been dominant there, and look at that bit of ruck play, tap down, handball out to Broadway, straight down the middle of the ground they go. It's about 40 out from Seville. Can they get another one? It's been picked up there by Hanson. What can he do? And that was Wyatt. Gives across to a teammate now. Oh, you haven't got time to think about it. Get it on the boot. And quick kick out there by Seskas. It's been spoiled and knocked out of bounds by Seville. Bit of cramp coming into play as well. Did it quite well, did Brendan Dickinson. So throw in. Close to the end of the game. Get close to the 27-minute mark of this last quarter. Umpire says throw it in. Deng got it once again, Deng Nye. Across to Straw, and he couldn't pick it up. Little tap out's come through, and boy, he's like a bull at a gate, isn't he? Straw, and they do a bit of tumble. Let's go roll over each other. And it's gone out of bounds for another throw in. Or ball up. Umpire's called the ball up before don't hit it out. Well, if you hit it out in the full air, boys, it's a free kick. Oh, Deng Nye just said bang again. 10 metres to say for Seville. Over they go now. A little handball over the top with Broadway. Goes the old 1-2. Gives it straight back from whence it come, which was from Johan. Goes back to Emerald as they turn it over. Donders over his head. Strawn done very, very well. Broadway's got it. Quick kick into the centre corridor. And it's still on, isn't it, at the moment? Breaking a tackle and doing it quite nicely. Seskas of Emerald goes into that half-forward flank area. And it looks like Nolan once again. He would have taken about 10 of those intercept marks.
He's been the best player in the ground, I reckon.
Oh, he's been brilliant, Jack Nolan. I agree with that sentiment as well. I can't see it's yours, Aidan.
It's long up the line here. Pat congregating numbers himself. No one flew in the end. And that was just a nice and easy mark there for Dylan Broadway. And he's got quite a bit of ink on the legs there. And he throws the ball on the boot with the numbers here with Emerald. And I think that mark is taken. It's not paid, though. And Seville are going to keep going. Throwing onto the boot there is Gray. That looks like it'll go on the full. No, it'll stay in play.
Header.
Emerald cut it off for the time being here. So they're going to look to go up the broadcast side. That's exactly what they do. And again, Condello just put the punch there, but getting the ball out the back there was Gross, who puts the handball back in. Ball got onto it now was Donders, and he just throws it forward, and that's the end of the game here. And the final score here at Emerald, 12-11-83 to Seville, 7-8-50 Emerald, a 33-point victory to the ladder leaders, and they will stay on top. Emerald with 3 losses in a row, just hitting a little funny spot here in the season. What do we think of the game here today, fellas?
Well, it was pretty untidy. I thought at most of the time, I think Emerald probably overused the football a bit. They did quite well in the middle quarters, 2 and 3. But unfortunately, the last quarter could only manage that solitary goal, and unfortunately for them, it just wasn't good enough. So Seville 2 good quarters as well. Probably won 2 quarters each.